Hey, that's good chat. Don't mind me. I'm still setting up. I'm back. And aside from Monday, it's been a week. Holy, I've been getting caught up on everything. I'm good now. What? That's an interesting authentication thing. Thank you, Twitter. I guess. I hate how every time you make like any change to your Twitter account, you have to authenticate it. Because like I go in and I change my name on Twitter to have live in it now. And it's just like it's constantly like, oh, you made a change to your name, and then I remove it and yeah. Um. So I mean, a couple of things just came out with Runeterra, right? New missions for Sejuani, which I was not expecting. Um, and Volibear missions from the last time, I'm pretty sure. So actually, those might have already been a thing. Um, I turned off the deck tracker because it's not going to work anyways, unfortunately. So there's just no point in me having it up in the first place. And I don't particularly want to download Mobalytics again. So I do want to do something here, right? Obviously, I want to do some Volibear mission stuff, so I'm going to try to do a Volibear deck. This time, I think I'm going to try to focus in a little bit on his strength. And I'm either going to do Volibear Nautilus or Volibear Malphite again. I've tried Volibear Malphite before. No one's got any Malphite decks available that I can kind of look at and see what people are trying in it to get a feel for it. What about Nautilus? I feel like that was a thing. Oh wow, really? I mean, maybe an Eternal? What? Not even Eternal. There's no Volibear Nautilus. Just the decks that already exist, huh? Well, that's what I'm here for. Right. Play some fun new Volibear deck. Go ahead and get this positioned over second. Oh. So yeah, that's kind of like it. Oh wow, explosion of Pachinko. Oh, there goes some. Oh, and there goes. I think so. The Pachinko. Yeah. So, Giants Company. I just play 2+ Titanics in a round. That shouldn't be too tough, all things considered. Honestly, right? Giving like a discounted Rond plus another Titanic, bad. Or that's kind of why I was thinking like Bear Nautilus could be pretty good. Right. Plus, Bear Nautilus still gets us Bilgewater, and Bilgewater has some good options with Titanics. So, figure out Polybear. Like, Freljord Bilgewater is not the worst. And we can play some of the sea monsters. Right? For the deep cards. So if I search deep, it's kind of an interesting scenario, right? Because it's like, do we want to try to run? I think it's +3/+3. Like, Shipwreck Hoarder is like actually pretty good because it'll become Titanic. Because I believe they become deep in hand. Right? So most of these are, 7/7s. They're not quite big enough. But Nautilus is big enough. And it's like, copy tossed allies that cost 4+ into your deck. So it's not even deep allies. It's any allies you toss that are 4 or higher. So like all of these guys, plus any like big stuff we run from Nautilus. Ooh, okay. I'll just like come down here, right? Because let's be real, we're running She Who Wanders. Tide Rex is not a bad card, but I don't think we want it. Before I grab that, elementals. What do we got? We are in Bilgewater, so we should have some elemental cards. So we have Deluge. Right, Tidal Invocation. So that's also not a bad idea, right? Tidal Wave. We can run the Flame Caller. Slipstream is an elemental card as well. I don't think we'll be using that too much, though. I do like the idea of Winter's Touch. Some Harsh Winds is never bad. Deluge is interesting, but I don't know if I want that. I don't think we have the ability to play the doubled elementals stuff, right? Because that's a good card. Maybe like 2 Sky Splitter is not bad. Right, and that seems pretty good. Maybe like Tidal Wave, Crashing Wave, Colossal Wave. Target or deal 1 to 2 different randomly targeted enemies and create a Crashing Wave, which then does 2 damage, and this does 4 to all of them. Honestly, I'll bring some of those. We'll kind of mess with that card. I've never seen anyone run it, and then like debating if I want to grab Deluge. Right, because like that makes Volibear do upwards of 7. Which is huge. Right, Tidal Wave does, like 2, 3, or 4, and then 3, 4, 5, and then 5, 6, 7. Yeah, why not? It's kind of a weird card to run, all things considered. And we'll grab like 2 Clash of the Giant as well. Okay. And so on top of all of this, let's come down here. We're gonna want some good Titanics. Unfortunately, our options are actually way more limited than I thought. Obviously, we're running Rond, and we're grabbing 3 of him. Siren Song is not useful. If not, maybe. I actually don't hate the idea. This is gonna be a little weird. Where is it? The 5-drop, right? Give everything, yeah, the Hearthguards. Then like something like the Beasts Below and stuff. Well, I'll grab the big one too, but I also want 3 of you. We're gonna be cutting some cards around. I'll kind of look through the deck and see what is worth it. Because I want the draw a 5 power or higher card as well. I thought it was a 4-drop. Maybe it's a 3-drop? Or is he not in standard anymore? He might not be in standard. He might have gotten rotated a while ago. I thought he was, though. I thought I've seen people play him. Is it an Eternal? Yeah, the Babbling Berg. He's an Eternal now. Okay. Well, that's fine. I still think... Not a bad call. I mean, honestly... Well, no, because I want Shipwreck Orders. Probably want 2 of those. Admittedly, Deluge is probably like the weakest card in the deck right now. We also have like literally 0 early game. Maybe grabbing some of those early toss cards isn't bad. Like just like something on like 1 and 2 would be good. Doesn't even need to be good. Omen Hawks would be pretty good actually. And kind of it really. I've got only 2 of those. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to cut here. I want the triple Hearthguard. Maybe like a Winter's Touch. We gotta get 5 cards out of here. I wanna try running Tidal Wave. I want that card. I mean, honestly, maybe we just get rid of the Beast Below, right? I don't really like this deck is kind of already like really tight with what we're running. I definitely want triple Val here. Maybe we go down to one Sky Splitter, and then maybe... Maybe one less Winter's Touch? Depth of Thunder. We're really not going deep with this right now, though. We're not really trying to, I guess, right? We're really using... oh yeah, I hit Plat Tube yesterday. We're really using... What's his name? Nautilus is just kind of like a big, easy blocker, right? Get him out for cheap and just have him block with tough. He's got a bunch of health. I don't think I want double Hearthguard in the opener. Well, here's Profit's good, though. Right, we're kind of playing a slow... Well, I guess I'm getting double Hearthguard anyways. Right, we're playing pretty slow, so... But the Everos and Hearthguards will, like, buff everything. So, most of our deck should be considered Titanic. With the exception of the Valheers and, like, the Omen Hawks. But... That's +3/+3 to everything once we get all three of them out. But really, we're just kind of looking to get one of them. Admittedly, Deluge is probably going to get cut. Or something else. Just like some like random toss card. Because this deck can actually curve. And right now our curve is like very like mid to late. We don't have a lot of survival in the early game. Maybe even just like replacing with like Avalanche. Or cutting down to like 2 of these or something. Because we are doing nothing on most of our turns. Omen Hawk is nice, but it's a little late.
A little reinforcement at the seams. I am the chosen of the storm himself.
Yeah, Deluge might not be a good fit for this deck specifically. Well, I don't want to take 5, so... We don't really have another thing about it. Like, we don't have like much damage on our elemental cards. It's mostly like protective stuff. So yeah, it's probably not worth having in the deck right now.
With a little help, I made you fly.
Alright, we can get Rond out next turn.
Long way together. Have it, boy.
I'm not gonna bother swinging because it's just kind of a waste. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna open with Rond on 5, yeah, and then we can next turn play another one. That one's a 9/7. I think I play the 9/7 first, actually. Okay, open attack. Force the challenge. Block one of the 3s. What do you do? You don't take damage from skills or spells. That's fine. Yeah, that was a good open attack. Play the big man. Yeah, I'm never going to find a time to use Deluge in this deck. So it's probably not worth in here. But like Avalanche or even the Bird would be better. The Bird would have been great here because we could have done a lot with the board, but that's okay. Although we can kind of combo into the Tidal Wave right now. I will actually just play it this turn. It seems better if you're doing Janna, right? Because you can get double the elementals. Oh. Yeah, that's like just game. Even with the second round, I don't think we're surviving that. Man, I love that card. That card's so cool. It was so much worse. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad they nerfed it, but... It is such a Demacia card, you know? Like, it is certainly Demacia. Can't tell, I'm not a big fan of how Demacia does stuff. Plus, it's just like, I don't know, I've never been a big fan of how Demacia plays in this game. There's been a couple of Demacia decks that are like kind of cool, but for the most part, they're like so one-dimensional. You know, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of aggro, and Demacia is kind of just like the most basic aggro that has ever aggroed aggro. So it's just not interesting to me. Let's just immediately go in. Let's get rid of Deluge. Or whatever it's called. Yeah, Deluge. It's cool concept. Not good for this deck. This is not a deck for that. Admittedly, Tidal Wave is probably also not worth running, but I'm gonna hold on to it still. Darkened Spear could be good too, I guess, but I don't know. I think I just want more playable stuff. Ice Shard is elemental. Invocation of Thunder is elemental. But I think I'm looking less for elementals and more for what kind of deep and or toss stuff to go. Like we're just looking for like something to play early. Honestly, Joel Hunters wouldn't be bad. But it gives us like early board control while also giving us, you know, also like paying for itself in the sense that it generates a new card. So we don't lose anything. Yeah, we're kind of playing for advantage anyways. Going on phone. They keep crashing out of the Twitch. Weird. I've never seen it do this. It like keeps crashing. That's weird. Mono Jana Targon. Okay. They're in the opener. I mean, with Rond and Valhyr, I mean, that's like 6-7 right there, but I don't know if Tidal Wave's enough, but I'll do it. So we can play Tidal Wave next turn. So it's not, like, this is probably not a good hand to keep. This is a good card to get early on. Oh yeah, they have attack token first too. That's fine. I love this card. This card is so fun to play. I'll just pass. I'm not doing anything.
Come on, people. Let's make tomorrow today.
Okay. I will kill those. We'll play the Prophet. We'll play Flamecaller. And then on 5, figure it out from there. Maybe we'll get a Hearth card. Also 2 damage for Bear. Right, that's kind of cool. Another Flamecaller. Maybe we'll just play another Flamecaller on 5. Yeah, so every time you play any elemental spell, this just gets +1/+1. That includes Volibear's skill, right? So that's +3/+3 when you drop Volibear while these are on the board. They're just such a fun card to have. Oh, it's Reggie. That could be literally anything. Most likely it's the answer to whatever we play. She Who Wanders. Good card.
We did right, sister, in
Also got
forsaking
Tough, which is
Valhyr's
pretty
kin.
good.
Yes, we turned our backs to their false promises.
They're false promises. Oh, here comes Landmark Destruction. I'll swing with the 2/3 because it's free, but like either they take 2 or they just like trade something in for no reason. And then there goes the sigils. Yeah. It doesn't slow us down that much, all things considered, right? Because we've got Rond. It slows us down a turn, but I'm not really concerned about that. Sky Splitter is not the best thing to see, but it is nice because it does forge. Right, because it is an elemental. Spectral Surveyor again. Sure. I mean, they probably just grabbed the landmark removal again, so when I drop Rond on 7, it's not gonna matter. We're gonna have to play Bear on 9, I think.
False promises. I'm here in Jana's name.
Updraft, yep. I've got nothing. They go. They got nothing. Unfortunately, this kind of leaves us in a weird spot where we don't really have anything to play. I will do this, because I can Sky Splitter to buff these if it becomes an issue. It's like concerning. But I do really like this card. This card's really, really cool. I think that would be my favorite card of the set, honestly. It's such a fun card to play with. Like, elemental decks are kind of fun right now. There's not a lot there, right? Because, like, elemental cards in general, like, there's not a lot of spells. It's mostly Freljord, and that's kind of it. Most of them are not the best. But it's fun. There's some fun stuff in there. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And if I try to play removal, you know, we'll just buff them. Oh yeah, that's right. This is that deck, huh? I kind of forgot. I haven't seen this deck in a while. It's just a Targon's Peak, whatever. Yeah, Cosmic Call, Janna deck. Yeah, She Who Wanders probably not gonna be that useful. I think I want to play Rond anyways here, even though I know it's not gonna go well. Right, in the off chance they don't have the landmark destruction, we could play Bear next turn, but we likely aren't getting Bear anytime soon. Because they could have updrafted it, you know? I don't think they did, but... Plus, it's just kind of our best play, right? Getting a big old 8-6 on board as opposed to the 7-5 that's not going to ever hit deep. Yeah, I mean, if anything, too, like, it's 2 mana that they have to spend. Because we don't want to play this yet. We want to kind of wait until these get buffed twice. Which is Bear, right? When Bear comes down, these get supercharged. And we'll probably try to play this one next turn. No point in buffing. I mean, that's kind of their turn.
Let's get to work.
Right, I mean, they can swing, but they're kind of out of card. I'll block here, here, do this. So now nothing on my board dies.
Keep it up.
And they're pretty much out of stuff to do. Second Bear is nice. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play this and float the mana. I don't really want to swing here. Well, I guess maybe I do. Or 5 or 6, so they're grabbing a 2, a 3, or a 3, I think? No, because it rounds up, so it's a 2, a 2, or a 3. Which isn't really anything, like, super great.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Well, there's not, like, much to invoke there. Maybe talking this was a bad idea. Right, yeah, because I just block with the 2-3 and I have no interaction there, but it's fine. If they've got unit destruction, what are we gonna, like, we can't stop it anyways. Not at this point. That's all 3 of these guys too, which sucks. Written in the stars, that's a big Janna. Thankfully, Janna just explodes to She Who Wanders still.
Feel the breeze and
So we go 9 and then we go 10, and if Janna's not leveled by then, Janna's dead. Because Bear's coming down. It's just our best card to play this turn. Reggie? I hate Reggie. I mean, not really, but... Yeah, the amount of times Reggie finds, like, the perfect card... Clearly, Reggie found a bunch of garbage, because they had to think about what they wanted. Right? So, here come all of the forges. Now, these just are huge. And we effectively clear the board. Right, Bear's close to leveling, and then I think I just play She Who Wanders now. Yeah, that's fine. I honestly don't think I care. Also crazy that people are playing this card again. Cosmic Youngling, that's dead. Yeah, Donna's dead, goodbye. Just consider it an elemental? No. What are we at for that? 11? Perfect. She Who Wins. Let's have like a buff to Janna. Like, Janna's just dead here. Like, second Janna would do it because it's 2 attack, but... And draw 2, which would be really rough. They could potentially level Janna this turn if they do that. Nope, Janna's dead. I hope you have a card to play. That is certainly a card. That gets you a card to play. What is it, though? Is it important? It's obliterate 2 units. That is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that gets it. That saves it for now. It's only a matter of time, right? Bear's coming down again soon. Oh, I might play Clash of Giants. Ooh, Nautilus. I'm 11 away from deep. Honestly, I'll play Rond. But I want the discount. I'm gonna be greedy here. I have 13 mana, right? Dang. Well, it's bear time.
Slay Ornn's corpse for all to see.
Yep. 1 mana off. Bear is officially leveled. I'm still 10 away from deep, but that's
Unbridled
fine.
power.
Yeah. I'm just open swinging. I have nothing else to do with my hand anyways.
The weaklings are routed.
Yeah, maybe worth getting something that can toss. Right, it doesn't even need to be a lot, right? Just like enough to get enough to get too deep. We don't need to go like super hard. Right? Like we're not trying to toss our whole deck. We're playing a slow deck on like for the most part, so we're kind of okay letting the game run a little bit long. John Anila, okay. Middle wave will actually be pretty good. Yeah, the flame color has been pretty good though. Spell hunters will actually get a chance to game too. We added it in and didn't see it at all. I mean, maybe this will find us something interesting too, right? Thinking maybe the Everosan guy might be a little too rough. That might be more of like an Eternal kind of deck build idea, right? Because then you can use the Babbling Beard. But even if I had something on one, I can't stop that. You've got Tidal Wave though for 2 if we need it, and then 3 we just play the hunters. I'm just gonna let them develop. I don't like that, but that's okay. We can kill Acorn. My home praise me. Know where it came from. I don't want it in here. It's kind of bugging me.
Dance with me.
Yeah, open swing is probably a good call.
Precious worth at least twice as much.
That's actually a good one. Yeah, honestly, maybe we just run Sea Scarab. I also considered running Heavy Metal. Because that's just like a really good water card. But, I don't know. I think I want to play the Green. Right, because then 5 we can play both of these, and then 6 we can drop Rond or Nautilus. Probably Rond.
Fill your lungs.
And then we can get Nautilus for
Jana.
stupid cheap. I'm just gonna pass, because I don't really want to swing into Jana with 2 mana.
Storm unrelenting.
We do need to start dealing with this Neela, though. I mean, Sky Splitter helps us get there.
Wind need not be seen to move our
Tidal
way.
Invocation's also pretty good. I think I wanna develop this, and then I think I wanna use Tidal Invocation on the 3-1 here. If I need to.
Joyful and swift.
That's not as scary as it seems, because I already drew their cards this turn.
Where do you stand on cold shots?
Yeah, that's fine. Sure. So, wrong target. Never mind, that's the correct target. I would actually rather keep this alive.
Ornn only forges chains.
'Cause I want to try to stop the
My
Neela this
vortex shall
turn.
consume you.
I do need to take out Jonathan. Whoa. That's been happening more and more lately. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the servers or what, but... It just, like, disconnects and reconnects like that. And, like, it takes a minute to, like, recalibrate the game state. That happened to me yesterday, too, while I was playing on my phone.
Guess we're doing this the ugly way.
Yeah, I'll take 3. I don't want to block with any... Like, I don't want to block that with either of these. I want to block the Neela, but them not getting more... like, stuff for Neela is good. We definitely want to play Rond into Bear. Right, like, that's just happening, and then Bear is just happening, unless they can stop that. And I'm kind of okay
She cuts the
I'm definitely okay swinging with Rond. I don't know if I'm okay swinging with you this turn. Because you just get blocked by the 3-5 and the 2-3 just doesn't do anything. But the 8-6 is good to swing.
Wait a minute.
Jono's at 4 of 6, which is really scary. We're kind of out of mana.
Always got what I wanted. Now I gotta find what I need.
Ooh, if they can play one more discounted spell, then Jono's leveled, then that's really scary. Okay. That's scary.
I win. Shall the downtrodden
We were not fast enough to stop Jana. Ooh, that's gonna suck. If Bear hits, we're on. Oh no, we're only on 7 mana. Yeah, I don't have enough mana to do both Bear and Tidal Invocation. I need Bear to come down though this turn. Yeah, Neil's gonna level here too. We might be dead. We're on 12. It kind of depends on their top deck here, I think, and like what they play. If they can get the Tide Dancer to activate, like at burst speed, then it's definitely over. If they can't, I think we'll be okay. Because we're guaranteed to clear 4 of the 6. So no matter what happens, we kill at least 1 unit. That is not good enough. Oh, and Neela dies, that's perfect. And this is huge now too. Yeah, we wanted that Neela to die here.
I wield the storm.
That's a really, really good hit.
Thought there was
I actually think the tidal wave has been better than expected. It's been good every time we've had it.
Together we shall watch over those.
Okay, they got the Brash, but I don't think the Brash matters without Neela.
Face the whirlwind.
Because the Ajana comes in, but we don't really care.
You cannot overcome me.
I mean, we kind of do, because that deck can easily burn 5 life, but we're just gonna pretend like it can't. Alright, so they can, all they gotta do is burn 3, which is literally just top deck blowback and we're dead.
Let this draft guide your hand.
danger.
I mean, I kind of have to try to kill this Jonah. 14 away from deep. Yeah, we're not even close. Divine Draft. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna play the Scarab, and I'm just gonna swing with the big boys.
Lift us up upon your mighty wings, old friend.
And then, like, they just need Jana to live. I can't get rid of her. All they have to do is open attack with Jana. We do get Volibear level at least, which is neat, but it's not gonna matter. Oh, that also gets them there too. Yeah, I need them to, like, not do anything. Oh, that also works. Bro, you do not need a Braum Wave for that. Literally playing Jana Neela, you do not need to be toxic about it.
Scars cry out.
I guarantee you. Like, you're playing against a meme deck in high platinum. You don't need to be toxic about playing a relatively established deck in the meta. It's actually currently one of the best decks in the game. Some people, man, I don't understand it. I really don't. Like, how can you play, like, what is literally considered one of, if not the best deck in the standard meta right now against clearly something that's not even real? And think to yourself that, like, you need to do Braum Wave spam because hee funny. That's just toxic, bro. This hand's not great. I'm kind of hoping that Tidal Wave does work, because Vayne Gwen is kind of spooky. Puns aside. I can't kill that. I'm still gonna Tidal Wave, though. It gives them one hollowed, but... like, we're taking 5 instead of taking 6. I think that that's fine. I'd rather take 5 than 6. I think we just play, literally, I think we just curve out here. Maybe we go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Full harvest, okay. Like, our hand's pretty good now. It's just like, we have no early game in this deck right now. We are all mid-late game. Yeah, just take the 6 damage. I am at 9. This deck runs rallies too. I'd like start free attack cards. But Hollowed I think is only the first time per turn, right? An ally's attack. Was it every time? I thought it was only the first. Oh, that's every time, okay. Take 2 more. They've got nothing, so I'm not super afraid. Hearthguard is good, so I don't really know what it's buffing right now. Maybe because we're not really running any like the other sea monsters, maybe we don't want Hearthguard. Because it's not doing anything, it's just buffing the rest of the deck for like no real reason.
Those who kill innocents are no more than fiends.
That's spooky. Maybe it's better to play. No, we want to play. We need to play Rond.
Swift death.
So we're taking 5, and I have to block this dude. Literally any damage buff and we're dead. Okay. And then I literally have to play Rond. Because otherwise we can't do anything of value next turn. But Rond opens up a lot of plays for us. We can Bear if we need it. We can She Who Wanders, which will probably remove like all of their hand. No equipment, really. Sure. I mean, we're gonna lose our Nautilus to She Who Wanders, but if they have nothing, like if they can't win right here, they're probably... That's fine. Unless they have like some way to rally on 2 mana. I don't think they do though. We're probably just gonna burn like their entire hand here now. We burn like half of ours too, but that's okay. Like that should destroy a bunch of stuff in their hand, and it is obliterated, so they're not getting it back. That's an interesting decision. Drawing 2 more to lose probably a bunch of it. Okay, I forgot their whole hand is down. What do we get rid of? Combat Cook. For the swing just in case. I mean, they're already on 5, that's them at 6. Yeah, like, we have to stop them from being able to do damage to our Nexus any way possible. So we know they have nothing weak in hand. Ronda's... Ooh. Do I just take the pass? I kind of want to just take the pass. But also, I kind of want to play Ron. I'm gonna be greedy. Because this sets up lethal. Yeah. Unless they have 2 damage from hand, or, like, vengeance. Yeah. We stabilized. Barely, but we did stabilize. Kind of shocked this isn't, like, actually a deck. I feel like it was when the expansion came out, but I guess people kind of quickly realized that, like, this is not great. And why are we using Nautilus, right? I'm actually going to go into the edit here. I do think... With how the deck is currently set up, Hearthguard isn't helping. Maybe Winter's Touch isn't worth it. I feel like I'm not really using that. I think I don't need this many Jaw Hunter. Maybe Sky Splitter can go. But I think we want... I want more allies. I want more stuff to play. Oh, is that one, I thought it was a deep card. Is it not actually in Standard? No, because it was generated. What the heck? The Sea Monster. I guess I just searched Sea Monster. I thought it was also a deep card. Unless this doesn't pull up all of those. Oh, no, yeah, because it's a Shadow Isles card, that's why. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Maybe just like Slaughter Dogs. I don't hate having like one of these and two of these either. Right, but also like our turn 4 is kind of, that's a lot of 4-drops. We also have like only this for 5. I don't think that's bad. Especially since we're running more stuff that benefits off of it, yeah. Let's try that, let's try that. Kind of trying to figure this out, right? I'm sure other people who are smarter and better at deck building have figured out something a little bit stronger. I guess let me check, rather than checking like YouTube, let me check Mobalytics instead. I've mostly been using Mastering Runeterra for like checking meta stats and stuff, but I know Mobalytics still has plenty of people on it. Making decks and stuff. It's just like, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of how they do their stuff, and like their filters and stuff for like looking through decks just like barely work. It feels like, especially when like new stuff comes out. Yeah, like I filtered Volibear and the deck library has not changed at all. So, which is why I don't like using it, because it's just like half the time it doesn't work when it's newer cards. Like I have to like filter an older champion with a region to get it. And even then, like, it's just not great. Is Moldus even updated for like the new patch? Jeez. Some of these decks are anything worth looking. Ooh, Mono Shurima Sundog. Or Sundisk. Ooh. Maybe we do want the ramp back. But I also never saw it. So it's hard to tell if it was like worth it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is worth running some toss cards. We should probably be running salvage actually. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I not running salvage? Like that's like, that seems like such a like an easy, simple pick. Like straight up, it's like just toss 2, draw 2. Like, why would we not want that?
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
This hand is really awkward. It's so heavy. I mean, the deck in general is pretty heavy, that's why.
Special for you.
We'll wait for the attack, and then we're gonna Harsh Winds the Renekton here. And we'll block this too. I'm not taking any damage this turn. In fact, your Renekton is taking damage this turn. I could kill this, but I think I'd rather hold the 2 mana. Right, because then we can kind of use it more reactively. Oh, nice. Hearthguard. Yeah, so if this gets deep, it'll be an 8/8, so it'll be considered a Titanic unit. Oh. I forgot people even run this card. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? It's good in Mono Shurima. It's not often you see people use it on a single unit, though. It's usually on multiple. I'm still swinging with the 5/6. I'll probably block with the 2/1. Yeah, because that's on attack, it gets +3/+3. That's fine. It doesn't usually run Darkens or anything in this deck, so, for equipment. So the Bakai is purely just a predict tool and nothing else. Do I want to kill it though? No, I think I'll wait. Maybe more beneficial to kill it reactively than proactively. Clash of the Giants. I have played 1 elemental card. That's gonna hurt. That's happening. I can just play the second Hearthguard. It's supposed to be +3 for the round, right?
The War Mother will unite us all.
We're getting really big dudes, but not a lot of ways to use them.
Nobody's pulling your tail while I'm around.
I'll continue to hold them in. I really should just play Title Invocation, though. It's a discount on Clash of the Giants. Not great. What if they get soloed by Renekton here, I swear. Oh, alright, let's do it. Hog, that's exactly what we wanted. They're so confused. Because who plays this? Actually, this card's pretty cool. Right. They just have literally never seen the second iteration. I think it's lack of draw.
Shurima, your Emperor has returned. Allow me to clear
I do think if we add in salvage and kind of just like just search the word draw and kind of just dig around, we'll probably find some more useful cards to run. Fortunately, turn 8 and we still have nothing.
How good to serve the Emperor once more.
Like, I just swing with this. And they probably just block with the Rock Shepherd, but that's still really good for us. And Azir's gonna level up soon, but... I mean, as soon as Azir levels, that's it for the Sun Disc, and that's probably it for the game, being honest. Yeah, no matter what I did, Clash of the Giants isn't coming out this turn.
I serve a new god.
But they
now,
gotta get...
one with teeth.
Oh yeah, no, they just... Yeah, because it's units or landmarks. I forgot they added, like, they changed that for him. To include landmarks, because it was originally just units. You didn't even need to do that, all you had to do was swing. Playing that's just spending 7 mana to do nothing.
Tell the people what you have
It's like 7
seen
mana
today.
asking for me to remove stuff. I don't have a way to remove it, but...
I am a god amongst men, an ascendant.
Yep. I mean, we're just kind of dead here, I think. It's gonna be hard to come back from this. The Emperor's deck is pretty good, and he has for sure, or they have a copy of Susan in hand too. And who knows how big Susan is at this point. And this card is insane. Leveled Renekton just does so much work. Thankfully, it's a skill, so we can do that.
Behold my true
Block like this, that's the least amount of damage you can take, but now every time Renekton blocks, that's still 2 damage to me and all of my units. But this is a really good Volley Bear turn. Because they get the Rock Shepherd, the 5/5. We do get to kill Azir. We almost kill Renekton and almost kill the Rock Bear. But they get to do a lot of stuff here. They only had, I think, 1 card, or 2 cards that weren't champions, unless they only run... No, because they played 2 Renekton, so unless they only run the 1 Azir, but usually I think... It's usually Susan they cut to 1 if they're gonna do it. That's almost levels Bear too. It's 2 damage off. That's so sad. It is a 12/12, so it is very scary. It does die to Renekton,
His blessing is life, his anger death.
but I think it's still just worth swinging. Because either they sacrifice Renekton, because that's their last, that should be their last one. I didn't see how many they drew off of the Ascension. 3? Okay. Dang, are they running 2 Azir, 1 Susan, 3 Renekton? Taking 12 is an insane decision.
At last, you will serve by my side.
I mean, I'm dead, but that's wild.
When all is dark and cold,
So now Volibear doesn't die. It doesn't matter, because I'm dead. But Volibear doesn't die. I mean, depending on if they let me play Clash of the Giants. So my thing here is just open attack, right? Yeah. Because I can't stop that. Even if I kill Renekton, it doesn't matter. Like, I could potentially have something in hand to kill a Renekton, but the 2 damage still goes through. I still take, you know, like 20 damage. That's just still dead, no matter how you look at it. Based Shurima. How are the stats for this deck going? It's not great, right? It's like 1 win and like a bunch of losses, right? Actually, I think it's been like 2 wins and like 3 losses. Yeah, it's 2-3. Okay. Oh, they were actually running 2 of each. Interesting. Okay. They already played the 2 Renektons though, so how did they get... How did they draw 3? Also, they run 2 Ascendants, 2 Castigate, 3 Glory's Call. That's fun. Yeah, pretty much all the stuff you do. 1 Bakai. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, our curve is just like non-existent. Okay, let's do some adjusting. Title Invocation I think is still worth it, but maybe not at 3. Probably don't need 3 Hearthguard. Honestly, let's just like reassess the deck in general. I'm keeping those, I'm keeping those. We're keeping these. I'll keep that. We'll like reassess. Maybe we go down to 2 Roms, 2 Shipwreck. I think 2 of all of those is good. I mean, we can probably go to 1 Clash of Giants safely. Let's look at the word raw. I don't hate Invocation of Thunder, it's just slow and doesn't do anything. But I also don't hate the idea of trying to run Vikrash or even like Lure of the Depths, but it doesn't feel like it's worth it. Salvage I think is good. I think we want salvage. I don't think Eye of Nagakaboros is bad either. I almost do think Revna. Let's get 2 of these as well. Right, Revna might be the better version of the Avarosan for this deck. It's a weaker unit, right? 6 mana 2/2. I don't really have a good way to buff it, but it draws a card. We're guaranteed to draw one of our big dudes. And it's pretty much only going to be one of the big cards. Let's also grab some more early control. And while I'm at it, you know, I do like Title Invocation. Yeah, let's go down to 1 Clash of Giants. I'm also gonna grab... let's also cut down... Go to 2 title, and then I want to also grab... I want 2 Avalanche, I think. Let's try this, let's try this. A little bit... I think it's a little bit nicer of a curve. But it's still pretty crazy. I mean, we cut the Jaw Hunters, but... I don't think that's that big of a deal. It might be worth grabbing the landmark, the deep landmark. I don't know. This is kind of... Oh, whoa, what is happening? Hello? Riot, you good? This is actually a pretty good hand. I'm gonna Cyclone Nautilus though. Ship Recorder's fine again. Yeah, I mean, it's just like activating deep with Bear is kind of weird, but that's why we're running the salvage now. And Eye of Nagakaboros is just a good card. It's hard to not want. What are you against? LeBlanc Bear is an interesting decision too. I kind of like it though. I was thinking about it. I was speaking of Noxus, and I was like, maybe I should try to build like a fun Swain deck too. Kind of like a weird off-meta Swain control. Ooh, Salvage. Not the 2/2 Omen Hawk. Why not? We'll contest it. You know, worst case, we can Tidal Wave next turn too. But I'll... Right, because like playing our elemental cards isn't a bad thing. We don't have a way to double it, so there's no reason to hold on to it. Open attack before they do anything. Easy 1 damage. It's over.
What do we got here?
Legion Marauders with Titanic is an interesting decision. I don't hate it. Maybe we don't need Avalanche if we're running Tidal Wave, right? That basically becomes... It's basically Avalanche. It's always 3 mana too, which is nice. You just like haven't found it ever after playing it the initial time. I'll just pass. I'm okay playing this on my turn for 3. Yeah. Because we can just like Omen Hawk. I can even salvage if I want to. Okay. Maybe I should grab one like the landmark hate neutrals. Yeah, let's draw some cards. We don't need those. Because honestly, we're not seeing them anyways. Why not? We'll play it. We could play Nautilus next turn. Which is kind of funny.
Time to make an appearance.
I'll just pass. LeBlanc at 7 attack is wild. Do they attack with the Marauder? Probably not, actually. Oh, no, they do. I was like, because it just dies. Unless they have like a hand buff. Like a combat trick. Nope. I kind of don't hate just dropping Nautilus as a 1/13. Right, like he's just a big boy. Eight's our only thing, but I mean, like Volibear on 8 versus 9 is really not that big of a difference. 2 Legion Marauders. I like this idea though, using Legion Marauders for Volibear. It's kind of fun. Much that we're kind of running into an awkward position now because those Marauders are just so big. What does Nautilus play? They just anything that costs 4 or more. Yeah, so our allies are really cheap. 2 Glory Seeker. So we're like dead if those attack, but I don't have a way to stop it, so I'm gonna pass. The swinging doesn't accomplish anything other than losing us cards.
I'll cut them apart.
Look what I found.
Smoke and mirrors. You're mine.
I mean, we're not like...
Face me.
Wait. Oh yeah, because those get +2/+2. Dig for anything useful? Well, I mean, that would have been nice to have. Oh, we just took 20 damage in 1 turn. We got OTK. Can you, like, confirm? Why are you playing cards? You already won. What was the point of that?
Right where I want you.
Like, actually, though, what was the point of that?
I am everywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
am
Nautilus is just...
everyone.
maybe not the best combo. I really like him, though. He's cool. It's just like... like, why are we playing Nautilus, you know? We're playing Nautilus because he's a big dude. It doesn't help, though. Right? That's kind of the problem we're having, is it's just, he's not helping. I'm trying to think, like, what else could we do to make this deck go, like, better. I think the tossing, more tossing is good. That's what we want. We want more toss. But I don't know what else to do. I would say like Believer Lissandra is kind of a thing, but also a Lowy Bear, which is like a thing, but a little bit easier to do Volley Bear with a Lowy just because the tentacle cards are a little bit more present. I'm okay doing that. I'm okay keeping these two. We just need to find stuff in the early game, yeah. We're against actual Deep. Hey, they'll send us to Deep if we get our Nautilus back. And then everything... Actually, no, because Maokai obliterates the deck, right? He doesn't toss them. He just obliterates it. Only for tossed cards with Nautilus, right? Wait if we toss a couple of things, right? I'm wondering if Omen Hawk isn't worth it, and if it's better just to run the 1-mana toss 3. You know? Like, I don't know if the buff is worth just, like, accelerating Nautilus. Because admittedly, we don't need a lot of toss, we just need enough. And between salvage and that's honestly probably enough. If the games go long enough.
The winds of change blow bitter cold.
I mean, salvage is such a good card. I wish we could run the Sea Scarab. That card's really good. That would be like good for us. It's like just like a really easy inclusion. And I think again, right, we're just kind of ignoring Nautilus. Nautilus is really only good when he comes down already level.
These isles will be cleansed.
That's a little unfortunate. I'll toss and draw. And Heavy Metal's not an elemental card either, but that's okay. It's just a good card. That's what we need. We just need good cards. Good, valuable cards. Flamecaller Ursine, because this card is insane. Or Caprine, sorry, because this card is literally insane. Well, I don't really want to swing now. I remember doing Volibear, or not Volibear, sorry, Maokai Hecarim at one point in the past, which was actually a lot of fun. Hecarim just summons a bunch of, like, Maokai and Hecarim both work relatively well together. So they're doing similar things, right? Maokai is summoning a 2-1 Ephemeral, and Hecarim wants you to attack with Ephemerals. And then Maokai wants stuff to die, and Hecarim summons a bunch of Ephemeral units, so you see a bunch of things die. So, getting 25 dead units is not impossible as like your backup win con as just the leveled Maokai. It's pretty good. They burned a card? How close are they to Deep? They're 4 away? How far am I? I'm 11? Bruh. I mean, that's the difference between just like tossing a bunch of cards and not. They're literally deep here next turn. As soon as they draw a card, they're deep, so... They're probably gonna drop their Nautilus soon. In fact, they're probably gonna drop their Nautilus now. I don't care, I'm playing Bear. This thing gets huge. We kill Maokai for free. I don't care. That stops them from playing anything. We've got all of our other Volibears at hand, so I really don't care. And like now their turn's like really awkward because they don't really have anything to play. Let me just swing with everything. Actually, I probably should have heavy metaled this so it can't trade. Yeah, that's my bad. That was a misplay, I think. Because there's not much else we're going to use this on. In this matchup, at least. Okay. Oh, that was nice. Yeah. I don't know if she's that nice. Oh, we got the 7-5, right? also have Harsh Winds, but yeah, I can play Harsh Winds and Revna, and then I can play Bear. Yeah.
Follow the legends until we become them.
12/12 She Who Wanders, Paul. That's an annoying card, but we have Harsh Winds for a reason.
Burn it all down.
And this is now an 8/6, so we do actually good damage to Nautilus. And prevent the draw. This is going to be a hard one to win, but I don't think it's impossible. Bear comes down almost leveled. She Who Wanders doesn't do anything. I think we just drop the bear though, because this thing becomes huge. We get 2 damage for free. We do a bunch to everything. They're clearly, yeah, okay. Vengeance and Stun, which actually just shuffles this back into our deck. I think it's top of the deck. Where's the bottom? Oh, it's just in the deck? Is it just in the deck? Oh yeah, just into the deck, okay. Well, we have one more bear. Unfortunately, we're probably dead before we get to play it. Never mind, they got greedy. I'll play the bear. Even if they have more, like, there's not much left for them to do here. Although... Ooh. That's unfortunate. That one's not as bad as this one. This one's kind of... But they don't have space. They're down to 7. Maokai's about to level, so we're about to run out of cards. Thankfully we have Nautilus. We have Double Knot, so we can still do stuff. Yeah. This is the scary one, because they could get literally anything. Or they could get absolutely nothing. We get some insane stuff out of that, but I'm hoping it's nothing. I'm hoping their hand sucks. Seems like their hand sucks. We want Bear to level, so I'm okay trading off the 2/3, because this is just gonna die next turn. Actually, I should have traded off the 1/1. That doesn't matter. Is that generated? Was that free? No, they... Alright. Yeah, because Bear just levels, and we get to just explode everything next turn. Plus, even if they have Maokai, it doesn't really matter. We have, we've got double Nautilus in hand, so we can kind of keep shuffling the Nautiluses back and forth for a little bit. Nice. I think a bunch of missions done, too. Play Elemental Skill. Yeah, I think this still needs, like, some tweaks. I kind of do think Omen Hawk is not good enough. It'd be better to do, the Drag Dredgers. I don't hate Riptide either, but I don't think we want Riptide. Wrap Shot is, I think, a little too pricey. But I think if we're going for, like, something to do in the early game, that's probably our best one. So we kind of want Nautilus to be playable. Right, like, we're not tossing a bunch, but we're tossing enough. And I think that's the goal of the deck here, is to toss enough. If we can toss enough, we can actually play Nautilus. Because, like, it's felt really bad trying to play... Yo, Bard Viego? Yeah, was this Sunny's Chime Printer? I heard the deck was not good. But it was fun. It was a funny meme deck. I respect that. I respect the funny meme decks. No, my Revna. I mean, that's fine, actually. That means we'll get it back later. That's kind of the scary thing, actually, right? It's like Revna, She Who Wanders. Yeah, because Revna comes back. Is it 4+ or is it 6+? 4+. Okay, yeah. So they all come back, but yeah, pretty much everything except for Drag Dredgers in our deck, I think, ally-wise, and Valkia's Prophets. Those all of them come back. Maybe one day we'll find our upgraded tidal waves. I've played a Tidal Wave every game and have not seen Crashing Wave ever. Ooh, you're coming online. Unfortunately, Avalanche is kind of awkward here. I mean, so is everything. I'm just gonna Tidal Wave. I do something with the mana. Okay. It's not great, but... I mean, honestly, against Bard, there's really never a good time to do that. We'll trade off the 2/1s because they're the least impactful here. Right, because they just died to Avalanche anyways, and I'm kind of looking to try and Avalanche soon. I might try to Avalanche here. But I'm just gonna pass, because I really have nothing to do and I want them to play stuff. What does it do? First time another ally dies from a card? Wow. Well, I mean, honestly, good bait. That was a good card to play there. We're just gonna clear the board a little bit. Summon this out of the way. And then if they attack with Bard, I'm gonna just block Bard and kill him. Revna's nice, but I think Rond is more important. Right, and then Revna can potentially draw us Volibear. Which is what makes Revna so important here, right? Is Revna kind of gives us a consistency pool for Bear. Though we're running a lot of stuff that's Titanic, especially after it gets buffed. So it's not guaranteed. Dang, how many chimes did I got? 12? I drew 4? 16? Outback Bear? No, okay. I think this is still just the correct play. Yeah, look at that. And it's huge. 6 mana, 12, 12, deal 4 to 3 units. Maduli. I think I just passed. Like, I'm not being very active, but I don't have a reason to be very active. Oh. It's the Maduli printer. And they have 124 chimes, just like that. I wonder if they're running the new card. So I feel like Bard's gonna be leveling up pretty quick here. Yeah, the Chime Slime, I think is what it's called. Something like that? The new one? I don't remember. Oh yeah, Lovely Chime Slime. Oh my god, it's an 11-12. As big as my bear. Oh, that's a dead Bard. It's actually really good. That's a good. Those are good hits. I mean, it's Bard SI. They have no way to stop it. It's just a matter. Do they have Vengeance to kill Bear on summon or not? What does it do when it dies? Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I don't really care. I'm mostly just summoning the Bear to clear the board, right? I mean, this thing's gonna plant a bunch of slime or a bunch of chimes in the deck again. We just get to clear the board. Question is, do I want to Harsh Winds this and keep Rond? I think I do. Because we're playing Bear again next turn. And this thing goes to 1 and this dies. Unfortunately that got buffed because I wanted it to die. But now they get 7 more times. So, I mean, we still just play the Bear. Bear levels at the end of the turn, but it's probably just gonna get insta-vengeanced again. Yeah. And they're gonna draw 2 with Esmus. So we still get our Bear level. They only have 2 mana to work with here, so they can't really do anything that impactful. And this is definitely just a swing all. Force the Chime Slime out. That thing's huge and we don't want it there. We have Clash of Giants. We still have double salvage if we need to draw cards. Which I might just Clash of Giants, depending on what they play. Because if they play something big, I want that. I'll do the one thing I can do without spending too much mana. Yeah, that's big. This is our only one, so... I kind of liked having 2 of this, though. What are these summons, bro? Ledros actually is kind of nutty, though. Ledros will kind of come back to be a pain for them. Another Vulgus Prophet. 12! Let's toss some cards and draw some cards. We are officially deep. Not that it seems to matter, though. And I think we just swing with everything still. The 1/3 blocks a 2 attacker, we can title invocation. Yeah, I mean, they're dead. Not as entertaining or interesting of a win, but they need to have something. They need to kill something here. They use their 3rd vengeance. Actually, that'd be pretty good for us. Yeah, that's not enough. I'll summon a thing and I'll toss some cards. Dude, where is our Nautilus? We have 11 cards. We can't find any of the 3 Nautili or 1 bear. I mean, we'll play 2 of the 3, but 22 chimes. 7 chimes. No, Meduli printers are fun. They're a cool guy. It's just they're not good. Oh, 1 more. Yeah, this seems way better. We were able to actually... I mean, that was, you know, not a great matchup to test that with, but this seems like a much better deck already. Yo, was that? Oh, yeah, Galio Band. That's a cool Galio's very cool bear skin. I mean, if it's in a constellation, you're at 50% right now on the win rate. I'm gonna send the bear away. Avalanche is probably useful. Salvage is good. This is like an okay hand. Tidal Wave's a little weak, because most of the stuff does have more than 1 HP, but we can kind of do some stuff. Right? It's just like nice because it gives us something to do on turn 2, if we need to, even if it's not much. Can maybe set up a good Avalanche. But I'd rather just kind of pass entirely until turn 3 here, and then just Avalanche and then Tidal Wave. In the same... I can't do that same turn. That's 7 mana. But like, I'd rather just have like Avalanche ready for this turn. That's like the 1 card. Alright. I'm actually just gonna draw. I need to find more stuff that I can use. The location's not terrible. This forces him to not attack with Thoran Sculptor. I'm not taking 5 on turn 3. That's a little spooky. But you're not playing a battle, like a combat trick against a 2/2 tentacle with a 0/5. That's not happening. This is a good pickup. Makes our Avalanche a little bit better. I mean, it still loses 1 HP, so it's going to become a 4/2, but this is a good card to have on board, I think, with this hand being so elemental card focused. And we just don't have a lot of like units to play. Again? Dude, that's like literally the worst card for them to have for us. We don't have a way to like out those with like raw stats currently. It's not till later in the game where we can actually out it with raw stats. Oh, that's not good. I don't like that. All of our removal is slow speed. Dang, that really sucks. I mean, we have to remove what we can. We'll do a Tidal Invocation, so we don't lose our unit. And then we can clear those. We're gonna lose our tentacle, but that's fine. Sky Splitter. I just don't know if we're ever gonna beat this deck. I think it's too aggressive. Like, it just plays so much faster than we can. Especially with this hand. This hand's just so bad. There's so little for us to do. Just because they got the early Duran Sculptor. Like, that card's just insane. Blocking Badger Bear is ridiculous, too. I mean, She Who Wanders does solo, but we need to get there. Because she basically just obliterates all of their units. Like, they have no units that can withstand it. But I need like, Rond off the top from this. No, that's not good enough. I don't think we're gonna live long enough to get the 10 mana. That's fine. This is a tech card. That literally makes a difference to us. Yeah, Gentleman's Duel. Like, we lose here. They just open attack and we're dead. Like, because we can't even like harsh winds to save ourselves or anything, because it's okay. Harsh winds. Actually, no. Well, we can, but it's not good. Takes us till 2. Any rally and we're dead. I don't know if that deck runs any rallies. I think it does. But also we have like no turn here. I mean, Galio's a rally, I guess, but not what I meant, right? Yeah, I mean, we're just like so behind, and we have no way to regain presence. I've got 9 in hand. Like, I needed Rond. That's really all it is. I needed Rond. Rond was the only out so that we could play She Who Wanders, because She Who Wanders literally obliterates this entire board. And, like, attacking just causes us to die. Sitting around causes us to die. Like, we're just dead. We needed one more turn. Unfortunate. Yeah. I mean, just, like, the worst possible hand against, like, almost like the best hand. Like, getting both of those and Duran Sculptor right off the bat, like, that is just insane. I'm running triple Mage Seeker Junior, interesting. But yeah, no, like, triple Petrosite or double Petrosite Charger in the early game against a deck whose clear is purely from abilities and spells, like, we're not keeping up with that. It just isn't happening. Like, we don't have the removal for it. You need like direct removal or big, or like just like be able to stat them up, and we can't do either of those things with this deck currently. Got a lot of 7 mana cards I'm noticing. Between Rond, Hoarder, and Nautilus, that's a lot of 7 drops. Validar's at 9. We have like no 5s other than our Eye of Nagakaboros and Harsh Wind. That's fine. I mean, like, we kind of, like, have, like, an okay-ish curve. It's still, like, all 7+. Between Clash of Giants, She Who Wanders, all of our champions, and then the 2 big dudes. Is it? I mean, when we need something faster. The Bear's not gonna cut it. Chipper Quarter's not gonna cut it either. I mean, Heavy Metal's good. Right, Horseman's is good. Tidal Wave might be good. Depends on how insane their opener. Did we fight this person? No. Okay. I'll play the Dredgers. We'll toss some cards. We'll get Revna back. 16 away from deep. Yeah, I think Nautilus just being more playable in the deck has definitely helped, though. Even if it's not by much, right? He's like barely more playable, but it feels like just enough to not feel super bad. I'll play this. I don't really care to deal with the Gwen yet. But if they give her an equipment, I'll Heavy Metal, I guess. But otherwise, I'll just take the 2. It's fine. I don't need to go crazy with it. Pass. What are you doing? You got 3 mana. Soul Harvest. I mean, yeah. When else are you really going to be able to play that card? Let's draw. Gets us much closer to deep. Oh, hey, even closer to deep. Oh, Rip the Ball Here's Profit. That's gone forever. What are we at for deep? 6 away.
Not even I know what I'm cooking up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dead. I think we could, honestly, Tidal Wave seems cool. I think I can get rid of it. That's fair. Stop the weapon from being destroyed. Can't play it anytime, but it's still like a good call by them. Overwhelm on Gwen is actually insane too. I almost think I want to hold out for Harsh. Yeah, I want to hold out for Harsh Winds. Because I can't play Tumble this turn.
shall need my tools.
Gwen levels unless I Harsh Winds, so... I don't really care to play Revna this turn. I'm kind of just looking to do Rond into, like, Nautilus or She Who Wanders. She Who Wanders does kill our Revna, but that's fine. Warm up. That is not enough to level the Gwen. It's an interesting choice to spend it there. Because I don't have anything to do for 1 mana. I don't really know why they did that, unless they have like a strike in hand or something. Yeah, I think we just drop She Who Wins next turn, and then it'll obliterate, like, everything. Maybe not the combat cook, but...
Good fights the spice of life. Garlic works in a pinch.
Yeah, they're probably just gonna tumble and swing with Gwen. So it's better for me just to swing now, before they get to equip her with something. Warm up is annoying, but I don't really care. Because that stops them from doing Tumble. Which Tumble was the scarier play. And if they just like raw swing, that's annoying, but I don't think we care because She Who Wanders just kind of solos. I mean, that's a lot of damage, I guess. Actually, we might die to the Gwen skill.
We'll make something totally new.
Because she's huge. Maybe we play Nautilus instead then, right? Because it seems like Tumble is just going to happen, right? Like, that seems like the win con here. What I'll be swinging... Probably doing 3? Yeah, let's just do it. I think she'll do 3. I don't think she can get to 8. She should only do 3 damage. We obliterate the Vein. We obliterate like half their hand. Where did my hand? Oh yeah, Nautilus. This Revna, both Nautiluses. We got rid of the Eternal Dancers and a bunch of Phantom. That's good. Oh, they're just gonna pass? Interesting. So, fun fact about Deep. This counts for Deep. Even though we're shuffling 2 cards immediately back in, we have hit 15. So that's now a 10-8. That's now a Titanic unit. They still have the Tumble, which is still threatening me. I mean, like, this is lethal.
Quick snip.
Okay. That's fine. I'm okay with them losing Gwen. Right, that is a little spooky because it does give them a little bit of hollow. Ooh, that's a risky play. It paid off, though. That might be game. Because I can't kill her. And the hollowed, yeah, that was a 50-50. They had no reason to let the 2-1 die there if they were gonna do... Like, if that was the play, like, taking 10 damage is fine. Sack Gwen. Resummon Gwen. You keep your 2-1, unless you really need the 2 hollows. I don't think you do that, right? Yeah, because you can just... Oh.
You think
Cataclysm and Tumble. That's why I hate Demacia, man. Like, straight up, this is why I don't like Demacia. It's like, it's my turn with the attack token, but actually, my opponent gets to attack like 4 times. And I lose, because I got to attack 4 times. It was twice, but... they really banked it on a 50-50 when they didn't have to either. That was a misplay from them. Like, even though they won off of that play, they definitely did not need to sacrifice the 2-1. They did not need the hollow if they had double that. Double free attacks. It was just like it was so risky. And like, for what? Like, they summoned the 2-1 and they actually just like kind of lose there, you know? But at least they don't win that turn. Like, they have to find Gwen again. They sacrificing like that. So I don't know. It just seems like such a weird decision to let that happen that way. We definitely want to get rid of Clash of the Giants. I mean, this is just another like really fast aggressive deck, so yeah. Unfortunately, the meta right now, it's like a lot of like aggressive decks, and I don't know. I mean, aggro's kind of always meta, but right in every card game. And as someone who prefers control decks, like, sometimes it's nice and sometimes it's just like really annoying, you know? Because like, I like control, I like slow. You know, like when I'm playing a card game, like I'm here for the long haul, but sometimes it's just like some aggro decks are just too good. And like, even if they're not like insane, it's just like the fact that there's so much of it. It's like every matchup is just, here's an aggro deck, deal with it. Oh, that's like the perfect one for her too. But then it could have killed her with Tidal Invocation this turn if that didn't happen. I think Nami Jana would be good for using like Tidal Invocation and stuff. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Because Nami Jana is also like a really fun time. Right, you get all the fun Bilgewater elemental stuff, and you get PNZ, so you get like the doubling and everything. Can you not with this? I'm gonna do a damage to you actually. I'm gonna summon a 1/1 tentacle to block this. Unironically, the only reason we're doing this is just so we can summon the 1/1 tentacle to block. And I'm swinging with both of these. I'm gonna make them use Vayne to block or take 6. Just try to outspeed them. This is kind of a mid-rangey deck if we curve out correctly, but yeah, I don't know. But we just block with the 2/3. We don't really care. Just dropping Dural. I'll play the 3/2. I should probably draw, but we're playing Ron's next turn for sure. Dude, what is this opening? Double harp? How many harps does this deck run? Like, probably 3, but... we can go digging next turn. I have so much, oh my... how close are we to D? We're at 27. I mean, this is 4, 8, 12, so we're definitely deep. We just gotta play the cards. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, there's no way this person's, like, actually main decking Condemn. It might be better just to do Revna, though. Get a blocker. Well, okay. If they're gonna do that...
I will release them from their pain.
Man. It's insane how, like, top Vayne should be the level, but actually it's really not in this deck. I mean, all Vayne decks have been that way, I guess. You're just always, like, super free. I mean, just to summon something. In case they have more off the top. Okay, Tumble's on 2 right now. The next turn, Tumble's a 1-mana card, so they can just play Tumble right out the gate. That's 9. They're okay. Their whole turn's gonna be Worldbender, almost guaranteed. Let's do Revna and dig for a big card. Bear is a good one. Their turn here is probably just Worldbender, right? Just straight Worldbender. I guess they could do Tumble. It's free, and then do Worldbender for 8. Okay, or they're just not gonna do either of those things. They're just gonna. I mean, they're probably still gonna do Tumble, but. I mean, Bear's coming down. I think I'm okay just passing. Maybe I should salvage just to draw more. Because, like, we're about to... This is gonna summon a bunch of stuff. This is gonna suck. I guess deal 1 and summon a 1/1. What are they equipping is the real question. I hate it here. They really got triple harp. That is insane. Triple harp. And I have seen Volibear one time off of playing Revna, and they get triple harp. Ugh. Hello. Ooh, God. Emote. Howdy. Is that TF? Yeah, that's a sick emote, actually. Hold up. Yo, this is some cool emotes. Puffball Panda. Yo, actually, I was watching her the other day. Not live. I was watching one of her videos. And, like, she got recommended to me. Not that long ago, and I was like, you know what, I'll watch it later. And I did. It was Swindler's Den something. Thank you. One of these days I'll be like actually ready for the thank you Drespo for the follow. It was like some Swindler's Den deck. It was before the expansion. So I guess actually it wasn't necessarily the other day, it was like a couple weeks ago at this point, but still. She's been popping up on my recommended a little bit more often after that. And like she's pretty cool, pretty chill. I've enjoyed the like 2 videos that I've watched. I just haven't been watching like a lot, but yeah, of stuff. Seraphine Jana, interesting. Well, I guess both for anyone just coming in, but also just we're playing Nautilus Volibear, and it is not going well because this is not a good deck. I should have played this, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the outcome of this turn. I don't know. I like the idea of it. I mean, this happened last week too, where I just played like a whole bunch of like random Volibear with other big unit stuff. Like I did Volibear Gwen, where Gwen was kind of there trying to turbo Volibear levels. So as soon as Volibear came down, he would just like, I mean, not instantly level because he is a round end level, but you could basically just drop the bear pre-leveled essentially. It did not work. It just didn't have the gas, and unfortunately, Shadow Isles is just not a good region combo for Bear, as I've learned. There's just not enough Titanics in there. And so we're kind of trying to use Deep and Sea Monsters comboed with Revna to buff them, so that with both Deep and the Revna buff, they're all big enough to be considered Titanic units. And also we have She Who Wins, because, you know, you kind of have to. I'm gonna draw some cards. Not the best. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun idea. It just hasn't been going well, unfortunately. I kind of wish it was going a little bit better. I mean, I guess it's not going like the worst. What are we on right now? I think after all of the changes today so far, because we've changed this a bunch. What am I? I'm sitting on like 4.6, 4.7. Yeah, 4.7. That's not the worst, but it's still like, I mean, it's a 36 win rate, so it's not good, but it could be worse. I probably should kill this, actually. instead of letting it live this whole time.
This was your fate.
Oh well. Let's do Flame Caller and this first, just in case they have something that they want to play. That's like expensive. You want to do like some kind of like random board clear thing or whatever. I don't think they really have anything in Seraphine Janna, but just in case. Might make them spend some mana.
Hear me, you are not alone.
I feel like everyone wishes they won more with their you know? Everyone wants a 100% win rate. But I mean, I don't know. I'm currently setting a platinum, but I've hit Masters before, and by that I mean last season. Not the Eternal season, but the season before. I finally took the time and actually grinded out for Masters. I've really done it, but I'm not bad at the game. But man, it's rough sometimes. Gale, no Whirlwind. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Something about the two Janna spells. One of them is slow, one of them is fast. They're both called like Divine Whirlwind and like Divine Gale. I could never tell at a glance which one it is. I'm gonna be honest. I've been playing a lot of Janna and I cannot tell. Draw Me Bear? Well, you know. It's still 12-12. Yeah, maybe we cut She Who Wanders. As terrible as it is to say, right? Maybe we cut the best card in the deck. I know the difference, and like Gale does the incremental damage based on how many cards you play for the turn, and Whirlwind is 3 to unit, 2 to Nexus. It's just like, at a glance, looking at like the card art, I can't tell the difference. Like I can't tell which one's which. Actually, yeah. If they do block with Janna, we have heavy metal. Janna's just dead.
You shall not assail.
Janna's just dead. This is a good trade. I almost didn't swing. That's huge. Killing Janna is always really important. Janna just like solos if she levels. Oh! What? 0 mana? Bro. This deck's toxic, I hate it. What is this, PNZ and Pink region? Oh, bro, you know they've got like every deny in the book. Okay. You know, I'm gonna look after. Are they playing that one? I think it's a 2-drop. It might be a 3-drop. That lets you counter a spell that the opponent's deck has. Right? It like discovers a spell and you get to counter that. Like 1 mana. Are they playing that? They probably are. Honestly, I could see it. Thankfully, She Who Wanders does kill Janna, but I don't want Janna leveled. And we're not gonna get there. I think Janna's just leveled this turn. I can't stop it, really. Like, I would have to dig for something on salvage, but I think we're currently only running 1 heavy metal, so I don't know what I could find to kill her. I guess Avalanche. Right, we have Avalanches. Oh, no, we have 2 heavy metal. Yeah, I'd have to find Avalanche or heavy metal off of salvage to get there, but I'm thinking of cutting Tidal Wave, too. Tidal Wave's just not helping enough. Well, that's mean. Off of Tellstones, really? Janna's not leveled yet? Unfortunately, we lose our She Who Wanders next turn, which was kind of the whole point of what we did. I'm just gonna draw. Omega Lull draw last, I know. But we're deep, so we can drop Nautilus for free now. I could have killed Janna. Actually, no, right? Because I didn't have 8, I had 7. Never mind. I could not have killed Janna. Yeah, I would have needed 1 more mana. What is this card? Created by Seraphine. Well, that sucks. Nautilus still gets to come in and be a massive boy, though. What is this, dude? Ooh. I forgot that was even a card. I mean, I know it was generated, but, like... I forgot that was a card. Nobody has ever played that. Alright, I think I'm just gonna draw Nautilus and just swing with the big man. Alright, time to watch Nautilus come down and get... Yeah, because, right, this is now a 12-10. I mean, this one's always considered Titanic, but... We're really not running that many sea monsters, unfortunately. I think... I don't know. I feel like Flamecaller might not be good in this deck. There might be a better deck for that. Yeah, oh yeah. Immediately recalled. I'm not even surprised by that in the slightest. And we lose our buff on him, too. We're just dead, right? Because we're just gonna open attack and, like, pretty much just kill us, because Idle Invocations are only real... Hey, Lily Pichu. And yeah, it's just rough. It's just rough. Deck is so sad. I mean, I kind of knew. Right. Oh my god, it gets doubled. Stop. That's so obnoxious. If we can play Avalanche, we'll be okay. There's no way we get to, though. It's just immediate open. Where did we get Ash Bombs from? Well, we're not dead. Wait. No, we're dead. Gonna put that on, like, the 2-1? You shuffled coins back in? When? Well, imagine this was burst speed. It'd be great, honestly. Yeah, I mean, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to make some cards work too that are like definitely not fitting in this deck. I think Tidal Wave needs to go. I really want Tidal Wave to work because it's such a cool card, but it just hasn't helped at all. Tidal Wave needs to go. It's not helping. Invocation can stay. I almost feel like Flamecaller Caprine needs to go too, but I don't know for what. Maybe for like a sea monster card. Right, maybe we swap that one out for like Jaw Hunters or something. Or like Beast Below. Yeah, I mean, that's also just a really tough matchup, but I do think Tidal Wave has just been... Every time I have played it, I've done 2 damage to 2 random enemies and then never seen the upgrade. So I think that's kind of more of like a Nami Jana kind of card. Which I think is what... I think tomorrow we'll do that. I think we'll do Nami Jana. That sounds like fun. I don't know. I do like Flamecaller Caprine. I'm going to keep that in here for now. I'm going to just bring in 2 Beast Belows, I guess. Just 4 units. I mean, Jaw Hunters, the first time we had it in wasn't bad, but it's also, like, hard to keep it around. I mean, our curve is still just, like, really, really awkward. Like, we just have a bunch of 4s and then a bunch of 7+. So it's still, like, really awkward, but I think just more sea monsters for late game is good. Right? More stuff that when it gets tossed, we're not upset about. The deck's kind of, like, half units, half spells. Alright, were they playing it? They actually weren't. Playing Portal playing it, though. Wow. Talk about no units in that deck. Oh, it's... Oh. Oh, that was a Pursuit of Perfection deck. What? Okay. Sure. Annie Samira? Oh, we're gonna explode. As much as I love to have Rond in the opening hand, I think it's too slow. We kind of need to just be quick. This hand is garbage. We're gonna explode. I mean, Avalanche is gonna be huge, I think. It's just, we need to not die before that. Which, I mean, at least we're gonna be playing that as turn 3. It looks like we're playing it turn 3. Which, they're on attack token turn 3 as well. Oh, god. I don't know. I am... Like, this card is so good. It's so insane. But also... What of times it breaks my hand. So... Oh, yeah, this has Wildfire, isn't it? Yeah, we're just gonna explode for real, though. I'll let them greed out of their mind. Oh yeah, this is definitely a Wildfire deck. We're super gonna explode. I have no way to deal with wildfire. I should have maybe waited on the avalanche, but I don't want this to hit anything ever. I don't even want to give that the opportunity to hit something. That is 6 for bear though, which is good.
Victory requires a
Don't care about that. What? 2 of the 3 on the bottom? Bro.
I excel at making heads turn and roll.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get burned to a crisp with this game. Harsh Winds is nice to see though. No matter what they do here, we can kind of just stop it. We'll really not be able to do anything else though. That's like our whole turn is just like being defensive. Which it looks like they're just gonna come in and swing, so this is good, yeah. Is it just Samir, or are we gonna do both? Okay, well I will block, and I will do that. So they need some kind of combat trick, kind of damage boost, which I mean Noxus does have. But not in this deck. If it's Wildfire, which it seems like it is, they run 2 spells. Excuse me? It's this guy. That's what I was thinking of. I hope they didn't pick Flash of Giant. Because I really want that spell. I'm gonna play Revna. Ooh, that's big. Next turn we're dropping Rond, and then we're dropping Bear.
explosives prime.
Although, we could drop Rond, and then we could drop She Who Wanders and just kind of win, because they'll lose everything that isn't Wildfire. This card needs a nerf. That's all I'm gonna say. It's really not that bad. But it's just like, this deck, it needs something to do, like they need to make something so that it's not just free, right? Because like that was, I think I said this last week too. They basically did that to go hard, right? That card, kind of Wildfire before Wildfire, in a way, and that card got absolutely hit after a while because it was so frustrating to play against. And I like Go Hard. I don't like Wildfire. I don't know what to do to it though, right? Without that, like, wouldn't completely kill it as a card. I don't hate the idea of like the damage and the mana cost scaled together. So like it just does 1 damage for 1 mana, then 2 damage for 2 mana, then 3 for 3, etc., etc. Honestly, Rip Valhyr's Prophet. This is just the better play, because this just wins the game. Their hand's just gone now. Yep. Like nothing in their deck has like more than 4 attack, so. All they have now is Wildfire, so we just win. Unless they want to play Bear. That's just like, you know, it's just the winning. Like, what do they do here? That's 20 damage, they're dead. That's the thing, right? It's like Wildfire, like, it's not bad. Like, it's doable to play against, and it's like, it's doable to beat, and like, basically any counterspell, like, kills the train more often than not. It's just not fun to die to 3 Wildfires in 1 turn because they have like 6 mana, you know? Like, it just feels bad. It feels like just uninteractive and not fun. But I don't know. I've already talked about how I hate aggro in general, so I don't like aggro at all. It's not fun to me. Aggro is so boring. But well, that's why we're sitting here playing Volibear Nautilus. The least aggro deck you can play. In fact, it's probably the most get bodied by aggro deck you can play because it's too slow of a control deck. Oh god, this hand is terrible. Avalanche is gonna do so much work. Okay, that's good. That's a good card to see. It at least lets us not explode like super fast. I think we just let the Annie go through though. Because this is not Wildfire. I mean, well, it... Actually, I don't know. Does any gen run Wildfire? I feel like they might, actually, like, unironically. That feels like a card they would run. Like, just run 3 copies of Wildfire in any gen just because. You know, just in case. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Probably not, right? I guess that's true. They don't have a lot of draw. You know, I feel like when Wildfire came out, they probably were testing it. And then just, like, came to that conclusion. Like, we don't have enough card draw to actually do this. Alright, goodbye. Goodbye, board.
Okay. That sounds like fun.
Then we just play another Dredgers. And then, what are we doing on 4? Nothing? We could hold the 1 and just do Eye of Nagakaboros next turn instead. All our mana, but it gives us 2/2 and draws 2. No. I want to develop. Oh, goodbye. I've never seen that Volhir Prophet ever again. Okay. We're swinging and taking spell mana, that's what we're doing this turn. Got it. I guess while I'm thinking about it too, right? That's what I've kind of been meaning to bring up. Oh, they got a Jin in hand. Okay. That's actually not good for us. I don't have a way to kill Jin right now. Another Annie? Bro, open 2 Annies? Insane. Absolutely insane. Ridiculous. She who wins. I need you. We just need to hit 7. Actually, that's not true. We need to hit 8. If we can hit 8, we can probably turn this game around. I don't know why I spam clicked onto the pass button. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We didn't draw anything anyways. This we have a blocker. They're probably swinging at everything but the 3/2. This one? About Johnny? I think we block the Overwhelm. I'm doing everything I can to not explode. We're just, like, not quite there on the ramping. We don't have, like, just don't have quite enough ramp this game. We need to get She Who Wanders down, but I don't think we have enough time. I almost want to just dig for Avalanche. As opposed to playing Revna, but Revna is like a guaranteed, like, should be useful because it's just another body. I mean, I guess this is also another body.
Make something of yourself yet.
I got nothing to do. We're going down to 7, or no, we're going down to 3. We're taking it. We're going down to 5. I can count. Math is hard. I'm a computer science major. Math should be not hard. How much are we taking next turn? We're blocking the 4, we're blocking the 3. Annie's doing 2. So 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we're dead. 7. 8, probably. Like, She Who Wanders and Volibear literally just, like, win us the game, but we can't get there. We didn't have time. We never found any of our Volhir summons. Maybe instead of Eye of Nagakaboros, I should run the 3-mana landmark summon, draw 1. It's less card draw and not a unit. That's kind of why I like that, but it's also considered an elemental. Yeah, we're just dead here. Because, like, we have to block Jin, and we have to kind of block the 3/2, because Annie does the damage anyway, so it doesn't matter. I guess we're blocking 3 if we block Annie, right? Deal 3 and stun. If it's dead, deal 3. Yeah, so actually, we take 16 versus 14. Yeah, we take... I mean, I guess maybe we could draw, like, something useful. Like Harsh Winds? Okay, no, Harsh Winds actually kind of maybe gets us there. I don't think so. I think we're still dead. We definitely want to stop Jin and block somewhere else. I need Johnny to die, though, but I think I have to do this. Oh, we still take 10, yeah. Why are we taking 10? Because that's 4, 5, 6, 10. Yeah, okay. We're literally just taking 10 out of skills, basically. Where were you this whole game? I don't know, maybe getting... Because that is something that I'm noticing too, right? Is like... If we don't find Valkyr's Prophet, we're struggling to keep up with the board. Like, we can't get to our late game, and our deck is all late game. That's why I'm thinking it's not so much about the draw with Eye of Nagaka Boros as it is with the summoning of our bigger card. Invocation of Thunder. Let's actually run 3 of them. What can we cut down on? Oh. Honestly, maybe we could put a title invocation entirely. Right, and then just run like one more copy of something. Probably an elemental card. Or something with an elemental skill, at least. Could run Avalanche on a stick. Crystal Storm after. What's our curve? Our curve is still like pretty heavy though. Winter's Touch, maybe just like as a one-of. Wouldn't be terrible either. Deluge is such a fun card, but not for this deck. We don't do that kind of damage. Yo, Wings of the Cryo Phoenix? It's way too slow. This is such a bad card. It's really not like super bad if you could ramp a bunch, but we cannot ramp that hard. I mean, maybe just like one copy of this dude, right? Just get 2 random elemental spells I've played for 0. I don't know what we would be getting though. Like nothing like valuable. We'd be getting like Avalanche, Invocation, Harsh Winds, right? I am now running it. Winter Suns and Hearts wins, yeah. Where's Winter's Touch? Yeah. Problem is just like finding the balance between the units and the spells, right? Because like and the tossing, because we need to get enough toss going. Maybe the Revna combo isn't enough, right? Because like the Beast Below is already getting discounted. But Revna is nice because if nothing else, it does draw us like She Who Wanders and Volibear and stuff and Bronze. Like it's a search for the big late game stuff. Yeah, there is now. I just removed. No, I should have just added it, right? Oh no, Title Invocation. Yeah, sorry, no, I just took that out. Yeah, this one, yeah. Now for Invocation of Thunder, and we were on 2 of it. Yeah, maybe we do run that again. Maybe I don't know, because everything just slow is kind of the. That's like its biggest problem is it's a slow card. It's so useful. Harsh Winds is always good. Yeah, it's literally just Vile Feast without Drain. You know what? We'll go up to 3 on that. Maybe Avalanche needs to go. Or we need to cut something out. Honestly, we'll take the Sea Monster out again. I really like running no Sea Monsters in this deck, but like Nautilus is just here to be a big 13/13 for like 2 mana. And nothing else. Kinda sad, but it's also kinda funny. I think that might help. I really want to play Deluge, but that's more of like a Janna, Nami kind of thing. I do like Avalanche. Avalanche is good. It's been good at least. Yeah, Winter's Touch is good too. It's just like, I don't know what to cut for Winter's Touch. Because we're playing Volibear, so we need Rond. I mean, maybe we just get rid of all of our sea monsters. You know? Maybe that's the play. Maybe we just don't run any sea monster. Maybe Nautilus is just another unit for us, and that's it. Actually, yeah, I kind of don't hate that idea. Bilgewater is Nautilus, Salvage, of course, and kind of just like a couple of removal, heavy metal, obviously Tidal, Dredge to get deep, so playing Nautilus is actually worth our time, and Shipwreck Order. Essentially, we're using Bilgewater for deep, and like some of their good removal tools, like they're good draw and removal tools, and then everything else. Because I got some good elemental cards. I was originally running Tidal Wave, but it just isn't cutting it, so I got rid of it. I like it though, it's a cool card. Yeah, we have Nautilus, Ship Hoarder, and then the Dredgers to get the big tosses and the salvage. It's also give us a 1-drop to play though. It's our only 1-drop. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Maybe we do get rid of She Who Wanders. That way we're only really drawing Rond and Volibear off of Revna. I mean, we could get Shipwreck Hoarder too, I guess. I'm wondering if it's better to get rid of Shipwreck Hoarder and She Who Wanders. And then Revna is like literally just finding Rond Bear, and then we can run triple Rond and maybe triple Winter's Touch or something. Because I like I'm liking Revna being 6 mana, find Bear, and or find Rond, and then play them on 7. And like She Who Wanders kind of flashes with that, despite how good of a card it is. Oh no, I'm well aware Alawi is definitely the better. I think this is fine for now. Maybe some more testing, and then after that, maybe She Who Wanders does need to go. That way Revna can be useful. In fact, I even have, I think it is Sea Bear? Is it Sea Bear? Yes. Yeah, I have an Alawi Volibear deck. I have a lot of Volibear decks. I just really like Volibear. As you can see. Volibear, 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 Volibear. I think I got rid of one of them. No, because that's... yeah. And then Viego Gwen's cool. That's John Anila, Renekton, Leona, and then Annie Jin. No, that's an older one. It's like, I think like before Variety patch is when that one was made. Like the previous Variety patch. Kane Viego is really fun, and Viego with Bilgewater is also a lot of fun. I think this one's also just like Viego Gwen, but it's using Bilgewater for weapon destruction. Right? Yeah, heavy metal, and like that's it. It's like all build. It's literally all Shadow Isles with heavy metal. This is a really fun deck. This is the deck I played for most of my climb into Masters last season. We'll do like 1 or 2 more. This is the right deck, right? Because this is Depths of Thunder. Yeah. No, I'm okay. I'm okay with Volibear being the title on this one. I want to change any of this stuff. I guess actually, wait, yeah, do I have any good mates for this? Like a good, like, Bilgewatery mate or something? I mean, Pulsefire Chip is always a good one. I just really like my little Gwen doll. I really like Gwen. And I like the Viego Hauntling too, it's just so loud. It's so annoying. Oh, I probably should have done that a while ago too. Okay. Yeah, I've not done enough Gauntlet stuff. I just don't play them a lot because like they take such a long time, and like the time restraints are kind of a problem sometimes, right? I didn't really like I could do gauntlets like on stream too. I don't know, because like some of them are just like I'm not good enough at deck building for some of that stuff, right? Like right now it's a singleton one, and I don't know enough about like the current state of like singleton decks to know what would be a good deck to play, or really even how to build a singleton deck. It's not something that I do often. Dragons. So Harshmas is probably good. Yeah, like I usually just like I'll run like the whole gauntlet, but I usually only really do it when it's like just the standard gauntlet or like standard best of 1 or standard best of 3. Because at least then like it's basically just ladder, but with a little bit more of a focus on, hey, maybe you should like play some good decks. Wow, a dragon deck that has like bricked like crazy. Well, I guess not really bricked. It's standard dragons. So they don't have a lot of their really good early game. Do I want to take 3? No.
Your idols will cry.
No, I don't. I mean, I also want this thing to get damaged. I think next turn's probably just salvage, see if we do anything good, otherwise play another Valkyr's Prophet, and then...
I see nothing.
We're also not running any of the Pioneers, but... I haven't really needed any of them, really. Let's just draw some cards. See if it's anything good, otherwise... Avalanche is nice. Yeah, we're just gonna play Valkyr's Prophet.
Do you see?
Bear's coming in on 7.
What do you offer?
Bear's coming in on 7. Swinging does nothing because of that. This card is so good. Like, it has no right being this good. Like, it's just a staple in every single Argon deck. Do I want to do this? This stops that from growing, and it breaks the spell shield. My Little Pony? Yeah, it kind of is, I guess. Did that make this a mate, too? Oh, that's fair. Yeah, right, there's a Cosmic Youngling mate, right? I don't remember if they made it like a TFT Little Legend or not, either. I don't think they did.
This was
That could be big, I guess. How big does this get? It's so big. That's a little too big. Well, we have attack token this turn, so as long as I don't break the... Oh, wow, what a terrible hand. I'll let them try to overextend a little bit here. Okay. We cross our fingers, hope they don't open swing, and then hope we can drop bear, otherwise we're gonna have to harsh winds, probably to not die, right? Because what is this? 12, 18, I think? Yeah. So it's... If it's just open attack, that's 18. Otherwise, we can drop bear and kind of clear most of this. My god. Puffball Wiggle. That's such a good... God. As someone who absolutely loves pandas, I love her emotes. They are so amazing. Oh, they're great. Best animal, right there. Oh, you made me done, actually. There's the only reason. That's fair. I mean, honestly, that's like 90%. Well, it's not 90% of the reason, but it is a good chunk of the reason why I'm subbed to Runeterra. He's got really cool emotes. He's also just a really good content creator that I've been following for a very long time. I think I'm on like, I think I hit 10 years of subbing to him. All of their stuff is not Titanic. I'd almost rather just swing, let them play something, and then drop a second bear, but I can't do that now that I'm thinking about it. So... let's just clear the board. I should look at my subscriptions. I think it's 10 years. I think I hit 10 years recently. Maybe over 10 years now. I've been subbed for a long time. Oh no, it's 6 years, not 10 years. Sorry. 74 months total. That's why, because I saw 60 months not that long ago, and I was like, man, that's crazy. That's a long time. 'Cause it is. That's an insane amount of time to be subscribed to anybody. This kind of sucks, but it's also good. Because they already burned their dragon discount, so they can't play Aesol. We can still play Volibear. Volibear levels for sure. Assuming he doesn't die, I guess. But oh, that's a big boy. Maybe I don't play bear this turn. No, I play bear this turn.
This storm brings death.
We have to trade, unfortunately. Because I can't take the 13 to the face. And then we're out of bear. But we have She Who Wanders, which is going to be more harmful to us than it is to them. Maybe I should have done like Tidal Invocation to summon a 1/1. Actually. Yeah, that probably would have been better, because that doesn't have Overwhelm. Never out of mana. Yo, Nautilus? We're 8 away from deep. I mean, Nautilus is just like a good blocker at this point. These dragons are so huge. I mean, this could draw us something. Most of the stuff in their hand's probably not going to get obliterated. We're just losing Revna. I mean, we're losing so much now.
Nothing stops us. Not cold, not
Okay. Shipwreck Order is not good. Yeah, like we lose so much now of our hand to She Who Wanders. Kind of anti-synergy, in a way. Oh yeah, Shavana doesn't have to see the damage anymore, huh? I don't know how long that's been a thing. Why is this so strong? That's insane.
Give me the stuff. Stuff makes happy.
Well, there goes our 12-12, our 10-8. I mean, we'll come back. It's this dude. How many of these have you played? No, it's not this one. It's the Infernal. Which one's the Infernal? Is that the one that they just had? This one, right? Yeah. The heck? It's insane. They're so big. Pass. I have nothing else to do. This hand is so awkward. We're really close to deep, though. Invocation Thunder's good. Makes Nautilus cheaper. We are 3 away from deep. Oh my god. Please stop. Summon another big dude. Unfortunately, this does not get us to deep. We get 1 away, and then we get 3 away again. Unfortunately, I really wanted to play Invocation of Thunder first, but... So we're not dead. I don't know if we're coming back, though. Those are just so big. Invocation of Thunder is good, though. Gets us a little bit closer to deep. Heavy Metal is completely useless. Pass. We are 1 away from deep. Ooh. Rond is actually kind of big. We can do Rond into Nautilus. It doesn't help, but it does do Rond into Nautilus, which is kind of insane. Oh, we're like dead. Okay. Yeah, we're dead. I mean, we're really not. We've got double Harsh Winds. We're fine. But, ow. We get our draw first, and then Nautilus pops off and shuffles all of our units back in. Thankfully, it's basically everything. That's good. So we get like all of our stuff back. Or at least the majority of our deck goes back in. So this is gonna suck, but it's actually not as bad as it looks. And I think I'm unironically just doing this. I think we just spend 10 mana, Frostbite literally everything, and click pass. It's like, what do? They need to get 7 damage on 12 mana in Demacia, which is very doable. I'm glad we got rid of those again. We're on 20 cards and they're on 23. And we cost like half of our deck. That's insane. That's a 22-22 Aurelion Soul. He almost leveled. No, he does level himself. Like, what do you do? How does one defeat this? They're so big. Like, She Who Wanders just does nothing. Revna. Draw me something big. Well, that is big. It's not big enough, though. We're dead. They're all so massive. Stop! That's even worse! Now they all have Overwhelm. Okay, yeah, now we're just, like, actually dead. Don't you dare play it. Oh, that's... That's actually worse than what I was expecting. What is one to do about this? Even if we play Volibear, I'm at 112 out of 50. It doesn't matter. Because he can't handle a 36-13. A 38-34. This card is insane. Or not this one, the other one. The other Hedregrin is insane. Oh hey, I can deal 5 to all of their units. That's really helpful. And at negative 158. Oof. That was rough. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, Sejuani's reinforcements. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's kind of weird that it's Sejuani. I don't know what's up with that. Alright, I'll do one more. 2.5 hours. I started pretty late today, so. Well, I'll go a little over. I like normal end time. I need to like get some good emotes. Emotes suck. I want cool emotes. I mean, the Kaiba one's pretty fun actually. I like the Kaiba, but I need to get like actual emotes. I'd go commission somebody. Oh great, it's a Rise deck. There is really nothing we can do to prepare for Rise. Though Rise Janna's not gonna be as bad as just actual like Rise Ionia. Because this is kind of just like Turbo Rise. Whereas Rise Ionia is kind of just like super mega, you don't get to play the game while I find all of my Rise stuff Rise. So we should be okay. I say that, we have no way to interact with any of the Rise stuff, so... And this hand is garbage. We'll win the game 2 damage at a time. I mean, we're probably just gonna play Salvage next turn. Alright, we're just kind of digging for stuff to play. I mean, I might even just drop an early Nautilus. But it doesn't really do anything. I don't know why I would, right? I guess it just gets it out of my hand. But it burns... I guess it depends on what we draw into. If we draw into something useful... Well, that's gone forever. That's not useful? That kind of is. Yeah, this is just really rough. Oh my god, this hand. I almost want to draw more, but can't play anything if I do. Oh, okay, you know what? We'll just drop the big Nautilus. I guess it gives us the Nautilus spell, which is kind of good. Same with the 2/3. Okay. So if they block Lejana, we can Avalanche next turn, or they might just do something here to kill it. Hopeful Mystic Shot? Okay. Seems a little crazy. But I guess our stuff is generally going to be pretty big. So Mystic Shot's not going to be super useful. Getting rid of Sunken Temple is an interesting choice.
In you, I see my will made manifest. Janna,
We need to kill this Janna.
my burdens lighter.
She's half at a level. I mean, we can. It's our whole turn to do Avalanche Heavy Metal, but it does kill her. And I think we have to. Avalanche is just good here in general, so I don't hate playing it again with Nautilus. We don't fight him, like, at all. Now we're fighting him too much. And we're gonna... It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Oh, wow, okay. Never punished for discarding Sunken Temple, I guess. I can also just shuffle Janna back in. They're on 4 mana, though, so, like, what can they do with 4 in hand? Can they... That's probably smarter, because then they can't... Like, they have to have it at burst or fast speed. Yeah. Also gets Nautilus out of my hand. A little bit more like mana effective, I guess, too, right? It's 4 mana remove Janna versus 6 mana. Well, I guess it's 6 mana remove Janna and the 3/2, but that's really not that threatening right now either. Path. Yeah, I want to do Invocation of Thunder. I think I want to try to get some stuff going. This card is so ridiculous too. I definitely want Invocation of Thunder now. I want to draw some cards. Yeah, I think Invocation of Thunder was a really good inclusion. It's really helped a lot. Because the biggest issue was just like we draw into these big cards and then we have no way to play them. And this gives us a way to play them.
Feel the breeze and know
Okay, let's
my fate.
actually just kill Janna this time. The deck shouldn't have any real counter spells, so stuff should just happen if we want it to. So we can always just use Tidal Invocation on the 2/1 if we really want to. And this just gets Janna gone before she can even do anything. Okay. So that's fair, I guess. Clear the north to protect Janna, yeah, understandable. We're 9 away from deep. That gets us 4 closer. We'll be at 8. That gets us halfway. So we're about to hit deep. Volibear comes down next turn. So Janna's just dead.
The Zephyr heralds
And they've done nothing with Janna. So unless they have like all of it in hand at like burst speed, essentially, Janna's dead again. So it's interesting they haven't gotten any of their Delve into the Past yet, too. Or at least they haven't played any of them yet. I guess they were waiting to find Rise. I have to wait for that to happen. That does 2 to Nautilus. Oh no.
my
Alright, go get him, Bear.
more than destroy Volibear.
We're at 10 on Clash of Giants too, that's good.
Otherwise be silent.
I haven't got a lot of damage yet, because Nautilus has just kind of been sitting here waiting to do stuff. Time trick. So they're gonna potentially look to... Okay, so they're looking for something. So they may be looking to save Janna, but yeah, I don't think they can. Alright, so we've only killed 1. Second Delve. This is kind of what I'm a little concerned about with this deck, is that they just like get all of it in one go. I'm gonna do 2 to Nautilus again, and then they draw a card. Because that's the frightening part, is if they get all of it in one fell swoop, there's not a lot we can do about that. They're gonna have 5 cards next turn? 6 cards? Because it draws 1? Yeah. This card's insane. Like, it's not like broken, but it's so good. It's just like, it's a little too slow for a lot of like the more aggro Janna decks. But it's really strong. 7 away from deep. I do want to kill the 1/1. But I also wanna draw a little bit here first. Rip round. I mean, he'll come back. What is this? Finding all the champions, man. Ridiculous. We're 3 away from deep. Okay, I really wanted to find like a toss of some kind, but that's fine. I don't want to just get blocked by the 1/1 either, so we'll make Clash of the Giants a little I probably should have just done Clash of the Giants in the first place. For 10. Or no, because I only had 9 mana this turn. That's right. Never mind. That's fine. I don't really care about that coming down, although we could kill it. That might be worth it. Because we do need to get in, right? And though Tidal Invocation does kinda get us there, I'd rather just outright kill this than let it block the 1/1 and die. Okay. Rise is concerning. Our Tentacle is dead. Never mind. Oh no, yeah, because our weakest is always Nautilus until he levels. Wow, taking 11. Do they run Sump Monument? That's the real question. Because I've noticed Rise decks, some of them have started running Sump Monument just to give themselves like that extra turn. I guess probably not with Sunken Temple, right? Sump Monument, Sunken Temple just sounds like asking for death. I think we have to play She Who Wanders, right? Because Rise still gets obliterated. So they need another Rise.
How can the pursuit of love warrant the end of reason?
Which admittedly It's not much of an ask for them, but it might be enough to stop them.
Stand by in the face of apocalypse.
Or maybe we try to wait. Wait, we have the Nautilus's Riptide. Oh yeah, but he gets Spell Sheet in the level up. So I would need to hold 6. So I have to basically just pass. So I can chain both of these onto him to get him out as soon as the 5th one comes down. I think that's the better play than trying to obliterate the She Who Wanders. Plus it's not going to work now anyways because it's leveled. He's got the spell shield. It would obliterate ones in hand though, but this needs to be gone for that to happen. I think on our turn we want to just flash at giants and swing with as much as we can and hope. Yeah, I think She Who Wanders loses us the game. If they've got the 2 other Delve into the Room, or Delve into the Past. Ooh, wow. Really digging. They don't have it then. If they had it, they would not have done that. For sure. Because why would you? Why would you do that if you have it? Right? You would just play it. Into the Jana.
Your rage will leave you nothing to protect.
In that case, they definitely don't have it. She Who Wanders is actually pretty safe here. But these are Tentacle Nautilus, though. Oof. Maybe we don't do it then. Maybe just do Stormbringer. Puts us down to 3. Like, we need to hit deep. We can't hit deep anytime soon. I mean, we can play Ravna and then we hit deep next turn on draw. Let's do this. This does a lot. It doesn't hit Nautilus and it doesn't hit Bear, but it does hit Shauna, Rise, and our Tentacle. We don't care if the Tentacle dies, it's literally just a 1-1. It's really not providing anything anyways. If we really needed to as well, we could have done Tidal Invocation to pop the barrier, but I don't think that's important. But they might have 1? Okay. Let's bear it. 43. It's not enough. Alright. Don't have it. Because we're just playing this. We got 13? Yeah, okay, yeah, we're fine. Let's say if we drew into, like, a draw card, maybe, but... We're bringing in the Titans. You gotta stop this. Still can't do anything with Nautilus, though. But we do have the Riptide to get Rise out of here if we need to. Oh, we got her anyways. It's on play, though. Could you imagine if this was not on play? This was on summon. Insane. Well, they are 1 rune away. It was really scary.
I will not punish the innocent for past crime.
I will let the 2 damage resolve. I don't think it... In fact, actually... I think that's guaranteed a win now, right? I think that gives us everything we need to make it so they can't do anything. Because it's on to us now. Because they played the rune. So we get to attack now. We just get to open swing with... I mean, not open swing, right? But we get to just swing with all of this, and that's 28. I'll even swing with Nautilus. He'll get some action in there. Right. This is I mean, that is fast, but that's 28. Yeah. Like, even if they stun 1, they need more than that. With 6 mana, they're kind of out of resources. Nice. That was actually a pretty good one to end with. Rise decks are always, like, kind of spooky. Actually, I'm pretty spooky too. And I'm basically in the exact same place I was when we started. Right. I'm slowly making my way up. I mean, I'm playing a bunch of garbage, right? I'm not really playing anything, like, super crazy, so... A lot of, like, super meta stuff, but... I guess while we're here... Hold on, what missions do we have? How much, like... upgrade stuff do I have? I need to play slipstreams more still. I still have the last Neela one to do, which I've been playing a bunch of Neela just to get that one pushed through. Radiant Beam. Play spells that cost 2 mana or less. That should be easy, but apparently it's not. I just haven't been playing like a lot of decks like that. I guess I have, right? Slipstream is a 1 mana spell. That's a new one. Play 4+ champ in a game. That's tough. Actually, that's probably not that bad. In like certain stuff, like depending on the deck you play, that's probably not too bad. And that's kind of the thing with these, right? Is like some of these missions, it's always like if there's like always like a deck that makes them pretty easy. And then obviously just like winning. Not a lot of that today, but enough. I haven't done any Path of Champion stuff either with the new set. I just don't have the time to do it. But I want to do one quick thing. Ooh, too far, too far. Way too far. Yeah, because he's not already. Only bear. I do have enough. I should have done this at the start. He's beautiful. I will say, I'm not the biggest fan of prismatic cards. I think it's not enough. I think for like spells, it looks fine. But on like champions, like it needs something more on a lot of the champions, right? Like it just needs like a little bit more than just like this like really tiny effect on it. For spells, it's not too bad. Just because like the way like the spell border is and everything, like it's fine. But I think it could be a little bit better, especially compared to other digital card games like Hearthstone. Not that I've really played Hearthstone in recent years, but they've got a lot of crazy cosmetic stuff going on. And I don't think a lot of it's good either, but because like the mastery stuff's fun at the bottom of the champions and everything. What's my mastery on Holy Bear? Not to get super distracted while I'm trying to wrap up, but I'm trying. He's level 2. It takes forever. It really does. And if anyone's curious, I guess. I don't think I ever like, actually showed this. I played a lot of Azir when he came out. I was that person, and I played Azir Aurelia for a good while there. I feel bad about it in retrospect, but at the time, I loved it. Facing it, I hated fighting it though. I was always frustrated playing against it if I wasn't playing it myself. But obviously Gwen and Viego and shouldn't be much of a surprise at the top. Those are two of my favorite champions in this game. Same with Kayn. I love Kayn. Kayn, Viego, and Gwen are probably like my 3 favorites. And obviously like Volibear's like down here somewhere. I've been playing a lot of him lately too. Right, like up in the middle here. Some of my favorite champions unfortunately got rotated too. Like I really like Vi, but she's an awkward PNZ champion. I haven't really played like any of these though. I didn't play a lot of Lurk when it came out. Which is why my Rek'Sai and Pyke are so low. But I did play Fiora and Darius back when LOR first released, especially in the betas. But Mastery didn't exist then. So I have 0 Mastery on Fiora and Darius because they're bad. And I don't really like, I don't know, Fiora, not a big fan of Fiora decks anyways. Like, I played a little bit of Fiora Shen in both the beta and when the game came out, initially, like on the actual release. But then Darius was usually run in Spider aggro as like a good finisher, but Darius needs like Darius needs a big update. He's so tough. He's just a big 6 mana unit with Overwhelm. Like he's just a unit. Like he's just a card. He's not a champion. He's just an ally. And Fiora, I mean, thankfully, I think got rotated. And she's kind of in a weird spot, like as a champion design, where because she's an alternate win con, she can't be so good that she dominates, but needs to be usable. Otherwise, there's no reason to ever play her. And I think they've kind of found that position now, because like she's not really that insane in Eternal, but kind of does stuff. And I've just like, I don't know, I never really experimented with the Varus when he came out. I've tried a few decks after the fact. I don't know how I like them. Kind of weird. Not sure the one that I think I played a bunch when he came out, but Mastery didn't exist. And like Diana Nocturne just kind of got bad, like really fast. At least in committed war crimes. So you know, against Runeterra. Like a lot of these champions at the bottom are just like older champions that I played a bunch when they released, and then they just kind of became like bad or like hard to play with. Or I just didn't play a lot of them. But yeah. I liked Kench. Vladimir's update was really nice in the Eternal season. I really liked that. I played a lot of him during that. That's where most of this mastery is coming from. Because he was really bad. Even when LOR first released, there were not many. I mean, I guess there was Vlad Braum, but that one wasn't... I don't remember that one being, like, super good. Maybe in the beta, but... I don't know. I really like Malphite, but he's just always been bad. He never had a deck. And that's why I wanted to do Malphite Volibear, but... Oh god, finding ways to level Malphite in that is impossible. Because Rond, I don't know if they ever changed it, but when the expansion came out, Rond still only counted as 1 mana for Malphite. If they updated it to be 3, it might be playable, but it being, like, needing 10 mana and getting 3 of them, like 3 of the landmarks at once, and it only being 1 mana is really bad. It does not help. I've actually come to like Rumble a lot in the Maki Yordles. They're pretty cool. I like most of the champions here. I hate Heimerdinger. I hope they rotate him. Heimerdinger Jace needs to go, man. I'm so tired of Heimerdinger. This deck has existed for like a year and a half, 2 years, and it won't go away. Like, I want it gone. Yeah, like... Titanics just don't have like any landmarks. So like there's not a good way to do anything with Malphite. It's like Targon Bear isn't terrible. It's not great. Right? Because I think if you're going into Targon, you probably just want Aesol. And like you just want to play like Invoke and just use the big Invoke dudes for your Titanics. But who else did I really like that got rotated? I mean, Vi I really liked and she got rotated, but... Did Hecarim rotate? I don't remember. Did he rotate or is he just bad? You know? That's like the question I keep asking myself with some of these champions. It's like, did they rotate or are they just really bad? Victor rotated, which is sad. He was really cool. Riven also rotated, which was kind of fun to play. Katarina was also... Hecarim was rotated? Okay. That explains why I haven't seen him in a long time. Katarina was pretty cool too. I liked Katarina Yasuo after the boat came out for Yasuo. That was a lot of fun to play. I really liked that deck. Victor's really cool. I love Victor. He's so fun to play. I also really like Swain, and he's still around. I think Akshan is still here. I know Felios got rotated. He was a lot of fun too. I really like him. I believe Akshan's still in Standard. He just doesn't get to see a lot of play. There's just not many decks for him. He's kind of cool. He's just one of those champions that, like, you just kind of put him in because you don't care. Right? It's like Samira. Like, Samira and Akshan serve the same purpose. It's just, are you in Shurima or are you in Noxus? They're just, like, a good 2-drop that just does stuff that you want. Samira's pretty fun. I also love the Poro King, but, you know, Poro King. For the most part, though, like, Lillian's kind of cool, too. But I didn't really play a lot of him, though. I liked Trundle, too. He was a lot of fun. Leona's cool. Callista's cool. I kind of miss TF, but also a lot has come out of TF rotating. Like, he needed to go. TF died so Janna could fly. And Neela too. Like literally TF Neela. I am afraid of what the Eternal season's going to look like. Because I feel like TF Neela might show up. I feel like, I mean, just like TF and Janna in general will probably happen. Yeah, I don't know. There are some champions that I kind of hope rotate in the next rotation in a couple of months. Admittedly, I know a lot of people say that like Jace is the one that needs to rotate. I think Heimer needs to rotate because Heimer's the one that's enabling the win con, and Jace kind of loses a lot without having Heimerdinger around. Right, because the win condition is this guy right here in Heimer Jace. Like 99% of the time, it is just summon like 4 of these things and go crazy. And not having Heimerdinger means Jace is a lot less impactful. I also, you know what? I miss Lux. Lux was super cool too. I really liked Lux as a Demacian champion. Like, she was like a fun Demacia champion. But she's gone. That's my opinion on the matter. Like, I think Jace struggles without Heimer to find anything to do, especially in current standard. There's like nobody to combo with unless they make someone new for him. It's like no one really cares about big spells other than Heimerdinger and Lux. Lux has already rotated, and so it's just Heimerdinger, and it's like, who else is going to play big spells for Jace? I mean, maybe get away with like Thorn. Probably not. So like maybe like something in Freljord or like Targon with like Aesol. Maybe try to find some like big spells there off the invokes, or like Karma. Did Karma rotate actually? I don't remember. No, because set Karma was in standard like literally last set. That was a thing. That was like an insane thing. That's why they changed coins. It's because of set Karma. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the thing, is like there's just like not a lot that would care about Jace in standard at the moment other than Heimerdinger. That's kind of why I feel like it's probably okay to rotate Heimer, because he's the one that's winning them the game and not Jace. Jace is definitely helping the win condition, but he is not the win condition himself. It is Heimerdinger. But that's my opinion on the matter. But what do I know? I've only played this game since it released. No, I don't actually know a whole lot, but that's just like how I feel about it. But that, I think, is gonna be it for today, at least. Hopefully I won't start so late tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, the game design is difficult. It's real tough. And like, there's also just like thinking like, because I don't know what they're making behind the scenes, right? I don't work for Riot, so I would love to. Riot, please. I mean, I do. That is the dream job for me right now. But I gotta finish school first. But like that is the thing too. Is like, what are they making behind the scenes, right? Are they making something that like would be broken if Jace isn't standard? Do they need to consider that, or would be like insanely strong with Jason standard? Are they making something that like Heimerdinger needs? There's all kinds of stuff like that too, right? Where like we don't know what they're making, so some of the stuff they rotate might seem strange, but then in like a year, right, we'll be like, oh, that's why that died, because this card would have been insane, and I don't want to go to Eternal right now because of it. Then again, sometimes, you know, we as a like we see cards come out and we're like, this card's gonna be broken and it's gonna combo really well with this person or whatever, and then you play it and you realize that you need to get the combo to do it, and sometimes it's harder than it looks. But anyways, if you don't know, VODs are a thing, exclamation point VODs. Though Runeterra is mostly a recent thing, it's kind of probably going to be around for a while here. Kind of meant to bring this up earlier, but I kind of forgot about it. I don't know. With how insane things are with my classes right now, and like how much it's been like taking a massive toll on me. Like something simple, easy, and quick like Runeterra that like doesn't you know, there's like not like much commitment to it because like I'm gonna be playing Runeterra most likely anyways because there's the event and everything going on, and I want to kind of push through the pass and everything and get my Diana skin. Oh, I did a lot today apparently. Jeez. Hey, 1,000 per player icon. Also, the Aesol icon, 10 out of 10. I'm excited to see that skin in the future. I got the oh, let's go. I got the Leona card back. That's insane. But yeah, no. Probably doing Runeterra for a while. I might intersplice a little bit of like Slay the Spire, or I know I kind of want to try Lorcana. That's something I've been thinking about doing. Right? Maybe even like pulling up some Master Duel. Oh my god. What an emote. That's amazing. I love that Pog. Whatever that thing's called, Sky, whatever. Big fish from Ionia. I love that. That's great. Yeah, so I'll probably be doing a bunch of Runeterra for a little while. Especially because we're coming into some new, or not new, some interesting holidays where I'm likely going to have to take a little bit of time off. And like everything I've been thinking about starting up between like Armor Core 6 is like the one that's probably the fastest, but I don't know how long that's going to take me because it's Armor Core and it's hard. Otherwise, right, like Final Fantasy 7's probably going to be a good while of time. I don't want to like lose the plot super hard because I do want to pay attention to it since I've never played it. Doing something more just like chill long form, like a modded Minecraft thing, or like RimWorld is also kind of rough. Though I have some plans that I just need to find time to do with those ideas. So I don't know if I'll stream those. I've been saying forever that I want to record content, and those might be some stuff to record pretty easily. Other than that, like, I mean, that's kind of like the main 4 things I was thinking about. And then, like, checking out, like, Lorcana, playing some Master Duel. It's been a hot minute since I've been a Master Duel. I haven't played any Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while. Pretty much since, like... Not since Tier Limit released, but kind of around the time Tier Limit came out is about when I stopped. Not that I necessarily dislike Tier Limits, but... I don't know, I was, like, waiting for a deck to come out. It came out, and I just like wasn't playing it. So I was waiting for Dark Worlds to get their support. For anyone that plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Knows what any of those words mean. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is an absolute monster of a card game. If you don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't worry. It is hard to get into. It is so much to learn. It is card games turned up to 25. Like, it's ridiculous. It is the Marvel 3 of card games, you know? Other thing I'm doing just like some fighting game stuff too. Right, things that I can just kind of like do and like you can just like hop in. People can just like hop in and like that's it. Like I don't have to worry about anything. And like if I miss a day or two, it's not the end of the world. Like I did this past week where I missed Wednesday, Thursday, and yesterday. That's okay. Hopefully I'll start at a more normal time. End at a more normal time. But that's enough rambling. If you don't know VODs are a thing, I didn't mean to pin that. I was just tabbing unpin. Don't mind me. VODs are a thing, exclamation point VODs. 12 p.m. EST the next day, that's when they go up. And I think I'll probably be back tomorrow. I should be back tomorrow. I think we'll do Jana Nami. I think I tried it when it first came out, but I think with all the experimentation stuff was kind of not going great. It's like hard to figure it out, like what I needed to do. So I think I'll try it again tomorrow, because I like the idea of it. Where I play like big on the elementals, the elemental spells and stuff, and like deluge and find ways to utilize those cards. Yeah. Until next time, I guess.